But Doko decides to go for OOF.
Played
That's a,
off.
that's a score of 23 or so.
Yeah, 23. With the right clip of tiled. Yeah, Enoch has a barrage of vowels. That's a double A with the O and E. Then with the K. Anyway, he has pretty good tiles to score. Uh, let's see what he does along the fluid ram path.
Enoch is really taking his time now, very unlike him. He's really looking at what to play to the. I'm taking it basically, he's looking at the F for the fluid run. Basically, that's where he has some score, and the W too.
As to see why I'm looking at Kero for him along the. I think he could play Kero there.
Okay, that's on the Ratani move.
From the Ratani move, Kero there will give him 30, 31, 32, 30. Yeah, Oka is another move for him. Oka will be a better move than Kero.
Yes, Oka, same Ratani
But
spots. And that's Oreahkait.
okay,
Oka on the Ratani, on top of the Ratani. The scores um, Oka score is almost 45.
that's a score of 45 there. Oh, he decided to go for Oak. Not a bad move. And Doko is definitely going to play a bingo this move. Definitely. I'm sure he will take his time to look at his best option. Uh, the number one option should be Solitude or, or Stolida.
I think Solitude scores more.
Yes.
Scores more, even though it's bringing a possible triple letter word there. But the Ratani down makes it almost impossible to go with a bingo there.
Yeah.
So Solitude should be his best move, and I think he's already committing to that already. That's a good find. That should be 72 score.
And he has created a lane where Enoch can easily pick another big score. Enoch has a Ahoy to play to the triple there, with the Y sitting on the double. Master CY, do you see Enoch playing Ahoy, or do you see any other move for him?
Most definitely. That's a very high score. That's about 8, 10, 42 score. And definitely his rack leave will not be too bad. He will leave it GEEN, which is a good leave, rack leave. Then his opponent Doko already picked the second and last blind. But with some heavies there, the Q not looking too good on the rack with the V. So with the score 259 to 271 is a pretty close game for now to call. But I believe Enoch will go for the AOJY move, most definitely.
Okay. I think we have a glimpse of
Well, he has gone for the 1G move, which I was not really expecting, but he went for that, going into the back to pick the tiles. And Timmy's rap is not really looking too good. Well, let's see if
I think we have Doko on 271 score and we have Enoch on 301. Doko to move, and this rap presents a pretty challenging decision. He has just two high scoring options here, which he would be burning the blank on this move. He would be burning the blank for FIQH, making the blank H for 45 points. And he also has Chi to play with the solitude, QIS, making the blank the S. He would be using his blank for a ton of points on this move. I feel this, Master Olabi, what do you think about these two high scoring options?
Well, considering the tiles that are out, I think he will go for the thick move. You know, play his highest and try to reduce or try to go ahead of Enoch going into the next play. Because now he is trailing by 30 points. And with the thick move, he will be having wow. I think he just played the thick move. That's about the best
The
to
best
avoid for him.
option according to Paco.
yes, Doko has committed to the fake move, which is a lovely move, taking the lead again with just 15 points. And then Enoch's hand is not looking too bad.
Yeah.
So Enoch is playing rather really fast again, which is his trademark though.
The
OYE.
Hoi for 33 is his best play.
Yes,
OYE for 33 to move.
33, and he takes the lead again.
Again.
Other option is Q, QUE, which is
If
considering we have a couple of places outside
yes,
as well.
since there are a couple of S's outside, I don't think that will really be a nice move. One is S just for 30 points. And going into the end move like this, and knowing full well we have some another S is still out, and when it burns is rack leave. I'm talking about scrap leave now will not be that will not be too good.
Would be living
Yes,
easy on
and the
his raptor.
virtue move should be a no-no for me because the virtue, if you place the virtue, that's an E.
Whole lot of hooks on it
Yes,
already.
hooks under it, so definitely
What,
is a
what,
no-no.
what, what about playing Vice under the fluid drum?
The vice is pretty defensive, but at the same time, when you play the vice there, what's the score for the vice? That's what you're thinking about now. Because
Vines is 28 points. It
20,
leaves ETU on his rack.
yeah,
VIBS is 28 points.
yes, but at the same time,
And it leaves, yes, it leaves BUT on the rack,
The
which is not a
U
bad one.
the U of Ugary and He and Har and High, I think
yeah, so many floats on the board.
they are
So
pretty of a threat.
yeah, so let's see what decision he makes
So
finally.
far, we've seen two players play so optimally. At this point, I can boldly say they're using 100% of their brain, finding these awesome words in pretty quick time. I think average Scrabble can't
Yeah, but
say.
the first game though we're having glitches in the first game and the rest of it. But I think that first game, that wise guy should have not landed on that bird.
But, yes,
After he saw the wise guy with Enoch, he should have blocked with REC.
sure.
So but
We saw
let's concentrate on this
Enoch
game now.
commit BI
I,
for 23 points. It's not bad of
it's
a
not bad on the
score, though
scoreboard.
it's a decent sleep on his rank. That takes Enoch Nwali to 357 on the score. He leads with 16 points to Doko 341.
Yes, his rack looks pretty promising. Just the heavy V on the rack. If there's a way you can eliminate that V, maybe look for a score on the board because the game is pretty close. He knows
LUV for 6 points.
LUV
What do
for
you think,
six
sir?
points, exactly, which means
Is first.
two lanes are open for the S. So if he, well, I think
We see him move from
this
just over.
this is really a dangerous move. Stover. Very dangerous move. I don't know why
Oh
Enoch moved
my!
that.
Is the pressure setting in now? We just see it's very suboptimal play.
Very dangerous move. Stover because the Z is still outside and you're playing Stover and the front of the Stover it goes with an E again also. So that's a possible 60 something you're giving to your opponent at this stage of the game. I don't know why Enoch would play like that.
Oh my! I think we need to invite Wale to come and explain what he thought in this move. Luckily for him, his opponent doesn't have much to punish.
know what Doko is thinking about. At the same time, I want to believe that he will definitely not leave that E for the Z. Because for Enoch to play like that, he was suspecting that maybe Enoch has the Z or something. Because they're going to the end game now. I want to believe he's going to go there with his W. That's what I believe.
I think, well, at the same, well, he definitely should not leave the Z line, and whatever he plays, he has to make sure he scores some heavy scores so that he will be uh, at par with Enoch. And not forgetting that this Stover takes a hook front and back. We have a Stover, and then we have
It's
Stover.
pretty surprising. Kwaku is not suggesting surprising seeing Cowards come down or it blocks this spot at the Stover.
I doubt that.
I doubt that too.
I really doubt.
I really doubt that. If he plays Cowell, he will be opening himself up for butchering.
A lot of things
A
to
lot
worry
of things
to worry about. To worry
You
about.
know,
Yeah.
the S is a float, you know, to the triple, and we're talking of the L and the A.
Yes, a lot of things going around, going on in his mind now. He's not ready to commit. He just, I'm pretty sure he's looking at the possible ties outside and the possible score from leaving
The
E,
W, the
the
E
E for the Z.
is definitely going to play there.
But I want to believe that will be where he's going to make his move because that's like the danger spot for now.
We
Play
are
one
pretty
lane.
close to
Because
the end game. I think this is 20,000 Saint to Doko making this decision. I think I'm going to spend a lot of minutes here. Why
Hassan,
did my opponent play Stover?
Hassan, do you see him playing Wale? Walne?
Nigerially, I won't be surprised it makes WAN taking out the Z spot.
Taking out the L on the triple lane as well. Because
but
we
I
know
think
Wale
his
is a
best,
blocker.
yes, I think his best move there would be WAAN because he still needs to leave a vowel on his rack. And looking at the tiles outside, I'm pretty sure you'll be having a mental calculation of the tiles outside, the vowels outside. You don't want
Yes,
to jump.
exactly. There are five vowels out there. So definitely he will play one. I agree with you, Master CY.
Usuni committed
Head
one
turn
for 29 points.
points.
That takes him to 385 on the score, leading by two. We have Inwali with J I I U P N T to move. He's trailing by 2 points.
So the game is getting really, 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 really
It is
tense
really,
now.
really
Really
interesting.
interesting.
Couple
Yeah.
of options for Nwali here. There is Quep for 30 points, and there's Poitin for 27 points, Poitin of the Stova, and QUEP at N1 for 30 points, leaving IIJNT.
I think
Master B, what do you think
I think
about
he's going to commit to the Quep because he needs to score and at the same time.
We've seen him committed Quep for
Okay.
30 points.
Yeah, just like I said earlier on, Doko needed to just keep at least a vowel on his rack.
Uh-huh.
With what he has now, he has so many consonants on his rack. So many consonants on his rack now. So he needs to make a move.
The top three options for Doko here is playing Corpses for 39, COPSES, Living Healthy, or Spect, hooking 1, WANS, SPECT, playing SPECT for 25 points, Living Hairless, considering he has the last S. Master CY, what do you think Doko will be planning at this stage of the game?
Yes, considering he has the last S now, I think
The last S.
yeah,
The last two S's.
the best thing would be like to look for a possible setup on the board.
Well, if I was in his shoe, I would play eyes
AYES and ST and then rent. Because I want to hold on to that precious vowel. So I will just play AYES, ST, and rent.
Okay.
Yes, that's
Okay.
for a score of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12,
We
13,
are
14,
close to
15.
the end game now.
So
And even Kwaku suggests COP for 10 points.
Yes. Because if you look at the distribution
So
outside,
that was
there's still just only one E
39%.
out. Only one E out. And we can all see that Enoch does not have an E on his rack. But there's no way Doko will know that. So just taking
Oh,
that COP suggested by Kwaku, for me, I don't really
yeah,
think that would be his
that's
best
not
move.
an. It's not the best move.
Because as far as the E is still out, you cannot just take the chance. If both E's were with you, it would have been a different case. But for now, a possible setup for just the S would have been a lovely move for me. Looking at the board,
COP for 10 or Spect for 25 points. I think I'm beginning to be a fan of COP because the tiles outside to me, although there are
there's a
bonuses
possible
outside,
upside,
There are
yes.
bonus. There are possible bonus.
there are bonuses,
Possible
but
bingos outside.
the rack leave is not bad. LESST.
Because, because looking at it, if the J was absent on Enoch's rack and it has the E,
This is a very difficult
but
position.
still,
This position is pretty difficult.
well, it's
So far, both players have been playing very optimally. Aside from when Stover began, we've been seeing some strategy from Stover to WAN. So I would be expecting COP on this move, or he takes score with corpses, which I doubt Doko would come out so boldly on this move. You see him arrange PST. See Doko arrange
see.
PST. Is it dropping PST on this board?
Well, let's
Where is it dropping the
see.
PST? Where is it dropping the PST? PST. I don't know. Pretty calm on this move. It's over 3 minutes already on this move. And
It is
Enoch has been putting on difficult position to think.
it is a crucial move
I think
and at a crucial
Doko's
stage.
style of play isn't typical Nigerian. Many Nigerian masters would have moved on phase there a lot of time. On phase, I mean, they hardly get bullied on the board. So
okay,
far,
I think he's going for the PST under the Fumo raise. That's why I think he wants to play it. And that would be a beautiful score there too.
oh, great.
That would be
Oh,
fun.
yeah, under Fumares.
Okay. That's a beautiful score.
That's pretty defensive as well, and it was.
That's
The
about 22.
but
22 score.
the O on the triple lane there will be giving him a lot of
PST
concern.
scores 22 points, leaving CELX. It's not a bad choice. So it wins
Wow.
28.64%.
Wow.
Yeah, this is why I expected this game.
Decided to go.
Let's play
Corpses.
everything.
Wow, interesting.
Very
Interesting.
interesting move. I'm a
Uh,
fan of this move from the court.
that's a beautiful score of that.
Similarly.
That's a beautiful score of 39. I'm taking to the lead.
Okay, we still have his time running. Maybe it was stretching. I
Wow.
mean, it started the bluff of this game though.
Well, that is with the way it is now, team is Rock is not friendly at all. That was why I was not too much in support of the Cops's move, basically. But with Enoch's move, so I think you have a lifeline.
Wow, 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 wow.
Whereas Rock is
Played Jane
That's,
for 32 points to go up by 21. I mean, it's pretty decent. So we have the call in a little bit of problem. I'm not sure this problem is little.
No, you can play Blitz.
wow, that's a lovely
That's a
move
lovely
there.
one. You can play
That's
Blitz.
Blitz there. Blitz is
Oh
almost, that's
my,
20, 21, 22,
great. Blitz for 57.
57. That's a
But-
decent score. And I know Doko will definitely see that.
and Enoch has a reply for that anyway.
I know track is looking promising.
Blitz doesn't
Blitz.
win the game at all.
So
0%. If Enoch plays this game optimally, he
What's
wins
his
this
rank?
game. He sees this
yes,
game out. He has IR City, he left. IR City, he left.
to the S you play Christian.
So we can see outplay of Racist, Atresic, Steric, Atresic. They all wins this game. So far, we see Enoch plays out, which I expect he makes his move here. Blitz from Doko. I mean, the loss began from Copses though.
Yeah, yeah.
I think PST was a really nice find for him.
PST.
Leaving the game in ELS. Wow.
That's why Scrabble is called a frequent mistress. You just, most times, your best move might not be your best move per se. Because Cops is called I, he took the lead, but left him with a very bad rack.
Before we
You
need
know,
to call the players over. We need
his
to
picks
call
were
the
just
players
terrible after
over.
that.
We
And
need to call the
then end
players
up playing
over.
Stover, which I don't really still understand till now.
I would have loved to see what somebody like Sami Okosaga or Wellington Jigere will play under this situation.
Cops is
You
decision
know,
right.
Copses, you know,
Agreed.
because those are proven and seasoned players uh,
Elite of the
that
game.
sees almost all the options available. You know? Wow.
So unsent to Unwali is GTX, which I feel is really not concerned about since he did be going out in this game. Raciest for 22 points scores, no,
22 points. Okay, yeah.
and that is only winning move, raciest. His only winning move is scoring raciest for 22 points.
Only two. With what Doko has in his hand is a lost game already.
How? Provided enough plays the raciest. See enough tracking, maybe cross checking the scores, hoping he doesn't misses anything.
Oh my, oh my, oh
Oh
my.
my, oh my. Everything began from corpses. It was pretty preserved as a WAN. I mean, pretty preserved on that move. Then why would he come for corpses since he couldn't go with Kawan that time? I think he
Yes,
should have just stick to that idea.
yes.
Then continue with his PST
PST would
or
have been,
COP setup.
yeah, PST would have been the move.
At least it would have put Mwali on some sports.
Wow.
We saw first game could have easily been his game regardless of the timing, and this
Oh,
second game
and there,
as well,
and there goes Raciest.
and this game as well slipping away from Doko.
No, the game is gone already. Not slipping away. It's gone already with the
Gone
rampage and everything.
already, and
Yes, and
they
has committed
yeah,
races already.
we saw Mwali committed race already, and the game is finished to 4-8-9 for Enoch to Doko 4-8-1. I don't know if there will be pretty little time. We should invite the players over for some chit chat. What was Mwali thinking as at Estover, and
Well,
why did Doko come out with courses? I mean, it's so good sitting with
well,
them.
there, at the end of the games today, there will be enough time to have a chat with them and see what's going on their minds during this process. Yeah.
But
Yes, we should do that.
what I really think basically is that, especially that first game, that Doko did not block the wise guy out.
Mm.
I just couldn't really get it. I really like to talk about the strategy and
jinx on the board. Jinx for 42 points, leaving ahead for Enoch with Denoeavp to move. He has pretty three options of Dovon and Devon. 20, both scores 29 points. Or Pioned for 35. Pioned on the Jinxed move for 35 points. That leaves BEV on the rack.
Yes, then Doko's rock is not looking too bad too.
Wow.
Let's say Enoch moving down on the board. Can I say this?
Yeah, he just played Bond.
Oh, boom. Leaving EV on his rack.
Rock.
Wow. We saw Enoch with Bond for 30 points, leaving EV on his rack. Oh, open bed. I'm not sure he misses. I'm
No,
not
he
sure he
couldn't have
misses
played. No, he
the.
couldn't have
He
played.
couldn't
No,
have done
he had
open
two
bed though.
EEs.
Yeah, we have followers all over pretty platforms, and we welcome your opinions for following. We have Doko to move with a rank of ACHLMOR. As I said earlier, Doko is an Alpha Grand player, and you did always bank on him to arrange the tiles alphabetically. Doko has high scoring points of Drachm, Dollar, Drachm for 42 points, Dollar for 39 points, and HOM for 31 points. HOM across Bond move,
Okay.
and DRACHM D on the triple lane for 42 points, or DORLACH for 39 points using the D on the triple. Both scored decently well, leaving promising tiles. Master B, what do you think of this move and the Rafi?
I think he's already committing to Dolach, which is a pretty high score
Well,
there. Leaving M on his rack,
Rock.
which is pretty good.
Oh, great, sorry. We have a little bit of light interruption. I think we see Enoch committed Dollar for 39 points.
Doko.
Scores,
Doko.
excuse me, we saw Doko commit Dollar for 39 points. Scores
He
decently
fits up.
well, leaving him on his rack, if I get it right.
Yes, he left that.
Ham and
Left the M. Left
left
the
left
M
and ham on
on
his
his
rack.
rack.
That puts him on 107 points to Enoch 58 points. We have Enoch to move on this rack of NAUDIVV. I think it is a punishment for keeping V on your rack.
Well, pretty heavy rack, but he could find a way to dispose of the two V's.
Oh, we saw
Even though,
blank on Doko's rack. We
wow,
should be
wow,
expecting
wow.
a bonus here.
Yeah,
Does it have a bonus to the Y?
i-
Doko's rack.
if he has it, you can be sure he will see it.
Oh, great. Okay, not pretty much of a score for Enoch here. He has Vibe for 20 points.
Which has the two V's
Or Viva using the
must
two
go.
V's for 14 points. Or Und UNDE for 28 points, leaving high VV,
Oh no.
which is pretty
Is
hectic. It's
definitely
deeply
is going to
pretty
play the
hectic.
Viva.
Oh, he didn't want to put Vive V on the triple lane. Okay, we just see no commit Viva for 14 points. Doko
So Doko
with
has a
a
very good
pretty
rack
easy
now
rack.
with a blank on his rack. Definitely, a bingo is going down, but let's see the choice, the options he has to play with that rack. So he's taking his time looking for his best option. There's no possible bingo to the Y, so most likely you might decide to go for the I float for
So
the
for
for
the
the vibe
migrates,
for the vibe for migrates. Then yes, migrates possible move.
I think migrate costs
that's
80 points
that's
already.
it
Migrate,
already is dropping
migrated.
migrates.
The
Or
high
migrated.
is best point
Yes.
here. So I hope the blank is a D though. So we did get an information from our server what Dokon how Dokon is a blank.
Okay, it's a D.
Yeah,
My
so
oh
D
great,
is a
the
D.
blank
D.
is a D for 80 points. That's
Wow,
awesome.
Enoch's rack seem to be unfriendly, but he's finding a way around it.
No matter how friendly it is, Enoch doesn't take time to play if he wants to play. That's just the thing about Enoch. At times
Und is very great.
Yeah.
Und here would have been very fine. UNDEAR for 43 points.
that's a lovely move,
Just
lovely find too.
this is a very lovely find
Yeah.
already. Just adding an A
You
already
already?
for 43 points.
Uh,
And for 39 points for Enoch. That puts him on 111 to Doko 187. That's pretty fast. We haven't even seen Doko replenish his style.
That's enough for you. And I want to think most times,
yes.
at least his
Um,
Stover move made me to know that Enoch is human. You understand? I thought he was AI. Because the way he plays so fast, as if everything is stored in his memory, he just picks it out once and
Master B,
goes.
what do you think
ma-
in this game? Do you think Doko is coming out aggressively, having lost the first two games, and
well, I want to see him, play a little more strategically. I mean,
more
when you are
conservatively?
when you are leading, you try to take care of the board.
The
But we are not at that
sentiment
stage yet. Anyway, he has to keep scoring. And I see him playing Keith there.
for 35
For
points.
35, he has
That's
the
the
O
best option.
waiting for him. He has the O on his rack, and then the rack leave is pretty decent. One or two vowels on this rack could bring in
Yes, but the
a
thing
bring in.
about this first two games is the same pattern.
Yeah.
Doko is always taking the lead. And from nowhere, Enoch could just come before you know it. They are into end game on one thing or the
We
other.
say Doko
You know.
commits.
But let's just see this game
K.
if Doko can see this game through.
We see Doko commits K high here for 35 points to take his lead to over 100 points. Master B, do you think he should be comfortable at this stage? Although it's too early to call.
Well, there are certain caliber of players you have up against, and there's nothing like being comfortable.
The highest
Eh,
scoring point here is 26, 19. EAU
Wow.
19
Wow.
seems well along the cave. EAU or
Mm,
EE along the left side.
I think it's to the EAU,
Okay, good. That's great. EAU leaving CEES
which is a good rock leave.
is a good rack leave and it scores pretty decent point to put him on 130 to Doko 222.
Doko has some pretty
He has
three
he has
T's.
three keys, which is more of a problem. Is he going to balance or is he going to look for his?
If you are a Doko at this stage, you won't want to believe your highest scoring point is 14 on this board, which is T O E along the jinx.
No, no,
Hooking the J. It doesn't have a bonus on this rack. But the top two scenes is he plays TOT, putting the T on the times 3 lane. Oh my. Or NOTT, hooking the Y of piety.
I think he goes for the NOTT.
Okay, we see Doko plays
no.
NOTT. We are not surprised they've been playing most optimally for this bout already. NOTT for 10 points, that puts him on 232.
Enoch's rack, he has a bingo on his rack.
They look
That's a
huge.
bonus move to make here.
Wow. He has a 7 on his rack, Coilis, but with a floating T, elocutes. That's what I see
Is
him coming.
LOQ for
Uh,
70 points.
Oh, wow, wow.
That takes him to 200. The narration of this game is pretty shifting to be something else.
And
But
But
I think Doko has a pretty lovely
he
reply for the other
yeah,
quiz.
yeah, we
has
still
a
have
reply.
Doko leading 32 points and is to move.
And he has a reply already.
Yes.
As much as I don't know if the viewers have concerns for how Doko manages his time, well, I think is the thing he has worked on and is pretty comfortable. Doesn't get bullied on time and he handles the pressures on time well.
Yes, definitely. Zell is going down.
Oh,
Okay, ZEL as expected for 67 points, leaving ORRT or he commits ZE. I think ZEL it seems top here and is committed already.
Enoch's rock is not really too friendly here.
it's definitely not friendly with three I's and two A's.
We have
Oh,
Enoch trailing this game by 99 points. He has IW high for 25 points along the chain hub on the board. IW high for 25 points. That puts a high on times the 9 or
9.
times 3 lane. How do I put
Okay.
it?
Okay.
The score is pretty decent considering it's going to leave A high R. Let's see the decision it takes. Oh, Master Cyril, what do you think here? With this
Wow.
kind of heavy
Well,
lead, putting high on that lane, it shouldn't be a concern.
it should be a concern. You're trailing, you don't give your opponent to still kill you the more. Basically, you just still have to find a way around it. You don't give him that chance again. I think with the way the board is structured, he
It
has
looks
little or no
condemned
options. You,
somehow.
you understand? So what I think he should start looking for ways to open the board a little bit.
How does he do that?
IWI does at some point, but would expect that to be blocked out.
IWI is a no-no for me. It's a no-no.
The
You're
other
bringing the
option
eye to the
is
triple, and you definitely you're not
IW.
going to meet that eye the next turn.
Nah,
So
Isn't changing tiles an option? We want to look at that option.
oh, at this stage, it doesn't even have any
okay, it
opening.
goes for a pretty move too. That's definitely opens the board. WAI,
Okay, we saw
nice
WAI
move too.
down here to open the board. WAI for 14 points.
I see Doko playing into there. Wow.
Okay, Doko goes for
Into
into. Lovely move,
yes.
lovely find too. Nice move.
Intro
Into yeah,
into for 31 points.
points.
Yeah, it's pretty aggressive, as I said. He's taking his calls, not looking at
But
any.
the thing I see here, the board is not really being controlled by Doko. Because when Enoch is opening up to play, Doko is going for his moves like he does normally. You understand? So we have like different options for Enoch now if he was to play bingo. So the WAI, then you also have the LOO there. You know, pretty two lovely places to play bingo. But
Enoch is trading a lot in this game.
It's
One
yes,
one
one
6 point, and he
one.
doesn't have a bonus on this
This one.
points. Stop decisions could be A high for 15 points along the chain to open the board. A high along QYN open the board, or AM high putting the A on the triple lane to make more opening on the board.
even Doko too, I think has a pretty uh,
Rough rack.
yeah.
Oh, they
It's not
expect
looking
A
it's not
high
looking
to
too
be
good.
blocked out if it comes on this board. So it did be very pretty tough to for Enoch to believe he doesn't have a bonus on this turn. And the tiles on sent to him seems pretty decent. Still have the blank, two S's,
It's out.
Three
Three
S's.
S's.
Three S's
three
are
S's. Oh,
still at
excuse
large.
me. We
Wow.
have two S's at large. I think we'll have the engineer correct that as soon as possible. Two S's on sent to him. There's a blank. We have pretty decent vowels outside there. So AI on the KYN move seems good to open the board. And LOOL here down the board. That gives him two options on the board to use. think we'll have a little glitch on the stream. We should have it back as soon as possible. We, we see Enoch taking a lot of time here to make a move. The last play by Doko was INTO who came
But or you can make it easier for him to finish with the hooks, different hooks of AW there, giving
I,
himself a good
I,
option.
I can see Doko playing GOOR there.
saw Enoch with AM for 18 points. This doesn't pretty seem well according to Kwaku. AI at the Q high hand to open the board and score 18 points decently with a decent track level of MRSAI. I think we didn't have more issue with that. So we
Okay.
have Doko with Roa and GOR to move.
He's blocking out that possible bingo spot, which is really a good move, leaving the only spot for the bingo, the LOO, which
Oh,
might not really be too much of a
Master
score.
B, why is it it's using the G at that point? Using putting her there.
Exactly. I expected him to use the G. Wow.
Okay, we see Enoch coming down pretty quickly.
With the bingo. Well,
I hope I'm able to get
Raisins, lovely move there.
Rising.
Yes, lovely move.
So Enoch play Rising down there for 63 point.
let's see
That puts him
what's
on
let's see
295.
Doko's draw.
If
Wow.
he draws the blank on the stone, if Enoch draws a blank with some decent track, we could see some cracker ending cracker game.
Well, uh, as long as Doko continues to score well,
He has pretty decent 88 points of wood or good for 35
well,
points. But we did see him blazing wood down without wasting any points.
That's a
anytime,
pretty good play.
that's a pretty good play.
Pretty great. And we see him play fast on this turn.
Yeah, he's extending the lead again.
Yes.
I feel this is a good receiver letter. Maybe he doesn't play on the board.
Hackbots?
Agbot, yeah, I think is a word.
Yeah.
But doesn't play on the board.
No, no, no,
So we
no.
have UGH for 30, UGH at the rower, or BAGH for 36 point, and still
Oh,
the rower.
Well, Doko has picked the blank. I think that's like the decider for this game, basically. And he has an edge already. So let's see how this pans out. Let's see if Enoch can still do his magic like he has done in the first two games.
I'm not sure that's going to
no,
happen here. So,
I don't
who
think
plays
so. There's
Jinxed? Okay, who Jinxed who? Because who Jinxed who
well,
has used the two blanks in this game?
no,
With the zip
I
for
think
a
with the
decent
jinx,
score.
Doko decided to break the jinx.
Yeah, I think he tried to break the losing streak because he did have chances in the last 2 games.
Well, do you see playing BAH Master CY, the BAH, the Aura, and the OOH? Is
Uh,
that a good move?
he's trailing with almost 87. I don't think blocking the board pretty good would be his
That's
main aim now.
that's not blocking. That's picking his highest possible score.
Ah, what will that now leave him? Because the ties are almost going out of the bag. What are his options now?
He doesn't really have much to
Doesn't
do on
have
this board.
No, basically, he might be looking at opening the board a little bit.
and
Opening the
how is that going
board,
to work?
Yeah,
I think we'll be going to the bond move, maybe trying to play it through letter that hooks. I'm not sure that will be left unblocked on this board.
because the thing he has to do now is just to pick a pretty score.
It's just 11 ties on scene
Team?
to
Yeah,
Enoch, the blank, couple of E's, some decent tiles out there. Did be looking at ways he did have to bonus out in this game. It's pretty different the way Doko approached this game. We see him on 10 minutes at this stage of this game. This is pretty new to us. think it's trying to change strategy.
Yeah, basically that's what he has done. I
He's
think he
not
has
really wasting much
put time
time. Like
again.
they migrated, we saw it come down quickly.
Yes.
Unlike him, he did spend pretty time with the blank. So I think he approached this game pretty different, and
Differently.
it's working fine. I hope it continues this way though.
Okay. Enoch is still thinking of what he wants to do on this move. If he's to just go for his cause, then look at the possible outcomes. But basically, he'll be thinking of just how to make this board a little bit opened. And his options basically are coming up from the wood or under the raisins, just playing something under there to pick a decent score, then hope for the best.
It's just 11 on Team Samsung, so I guess it should be 4 in the bag. So 4,000 in the bag,
Well,
4,000 in the bag. What does it do?
it's going to pick the four. If you place that, it's picking the four tiles. Definitely picking the four tiles.
Definitely picking the 4th tile, playing GATH down here. GATH at the raw for 31 points.
Yeah, I think with that move, definitely this
This
game,
is
this game,
Owolabi.
this is Doku's game.
I think Doko should see out this game perfectly without giving any counter score to Enoch on this board. We see him approach this game very differently from his conventional way. He has some pretty decent score of 38 points here, which really doesn't give much back. Using his blank for YARBA along wood for 38 points, or high with a rising for 36 points. I think we should be considering yeah, but at this stage,
Yeah, but
because
I think Doko would have looked at all the possible tiles outside and knowing full well there's
it's
no
not really
possible
gonna combine with
yeah,
the G.
there's not gonna be any possible bingo or anything now. So the best thing is for him to just go for his high scores and just wrap this game because already a wrap already, but just to be very sure of everything.
To wrap it very well.
So I think he's going
To
for
tie the knot. We
okay.
see him play Jabba here. This is some elite play out there, and we've seen
That's a pretty
Doko
good move.
using
That's a pretty good one.
100% of his brain so far in this game. So just some little board decisions are costed in the last two games, and he's here aggressively with a different approach, and is working really well in this game. And with Yerba coming down, okay, I think he's committed already, and Dash takes him to 4-0. That takes him to 4-0 with Enoch to move here with BEFIPSU. He's currently at 3-6, trailing by 94 points. Master V, is it possible to lose this kind of game from this point?
No, no,
To
no,
Doko?
no, 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 no.
I think these are the points we have our checkmates in
No,
Scrabble.
it's,
It's not possible.
it's not possible again.
Okay, play FUBS with GATH. That's score pretty decently to minimize.
And with your Fed is coming down.
This
Wow,
is some
that's
damage control. Then Doko finish with FPG to wrap up a very decent win. Master CY, what do you think about this game theory? How Doko approach this game?
Yes, looking at the games, the first three games, I would not really be off key if I said Duku should be 3 games up by now. Somehow.
I think off key is a
I don't
word.
know. Yeah. But the thing is that with the way it's going, they're going to really give us a good, a beautiful weekend. I like the scoreline now. It's just two and
So we have Enoch on 2 to Doko 1 as at game 3. We'll be beginning game 4 very soon after the players pack their boards. So I think they should pack their boards now So Enoch with pretty different approach here, using just 11 minutes and 53 seconds of his time to play game theory, which he won with.
Well, at times the draws and then the closeness of the game determines the time you use in playing a game. Because if you have a
An approach from Doko. We saw a different approach from Doko and pretty using little of his time.
Yeah, I think he just decided to just change his approach basically because that time was putting him under pressure. And Enoch plays very, very fast.
Fast, yeah.
As he
Fast,
sees his world, he's like just like I said I used to think he was AI till he made that Stover move. Basically, Stover for me was a no-no. Anytime tease, it was a no-no for me, especially with the ties outside. That's why I felt Doko should have capitalized on that similar mistake to take that game, but he did not. With his choice coming out corpses, what if there was a bingo? Because there were bingo possible ties outside too, you know. But they played their lovely games. They've not really missed any move per se, except for just the little motos Enoch played there, basically. So that was just it.
Due to technical reasons, we haven't introduced this tournament properly rather. Sorry, excuse me. So we should have had some shout out to the founder, Mr. Tunde Oduwole, do players introduction. So as time goes on in the tournament, we are playing 21 game bouts between Enoch and Doko Simi Oluwatimileyin. All games will be played across 3 days, which is today, tomorrow, and on Sunday. We should conclude the game in the morning. Champions of many tournaments, as we know, and he brought about this initiative of the best two players in Africa currently to give us 21 games. And I feel we are getting our money's worth already. Very optimal play. They've been playing 97% of their brain, which I feel.
Are you sure of that? 97% of their brain. What instrument did you use to measure that? I would like to know so that I can get.
From Africa, from Europe, from America, actually following this scintillating bout. And we hope we've played 3 games so far with Owolabi leading by 2 and Doko by 1. We see Doko misplayed. I don't know. I'm gonna say misplayed. So made some little mistakes in the first 2 games, which has costed him, and Enoch took the advantage which his opponents gave him to seal 2 games properly to go to upper head. And we saw a decision strategy change from Doko at game 3, using fewer time than his conventional way of playing Scrabble, and he won with 100 points. We would be beginning game 4.
Okay.
We would be beginning.
Oh. What should they use this phone to do for you now? Okay.
Okay. Mm.
Well, the ultimate showdown is already going down. And we're seeing the games, beautiful games by the two lovely players. Well, I would like to introduce the players because we had glitches in the beginning. That's why I could not do this from the beginning. Um, Timi Doko is 24 years old. He's from Ondo State and is a student of pharmacy, University of Lagos, Nigeria. Because you all know we are playing from Nigeria. Then he started really playing active Scrabble in 2017, which is rather very close for him to have attained this level. You know, he has won most valuable player, and he was the most valuable player in the West African University Games in 2018. Winner of the West African Scrabble competition in 2023, was the MVP for the Interclub Challenge in 2024, and was the longest ranked number one for 2023 to 2024 in Nigeria. You know, that's a lovely profile. Aside playing Scrabble, he loves reading, watching movies, listening to music, and his plan for the game is continuous improvement at the game. Then Enoch, that's a name that really needs no introduction, especially in Africa, you know. Basically, Enoch is 28 years old from Ebonyi State and is a student of University of Lagos Health Education. Started playing Scrabble in 2011. I remember that time actually, the first time I saw him play. I think the first time I really played him was in Ibadan, a tournament in Ibadan. You know, Coach Ikolo brought him then to play with us. Then aside from playing Scrabble, he has a rather interesting hobby. He loves playing the drum. You know, and we call him the drummer boy. The drummer boy. I think he plays that for his church. You know, basically. Then his lawyer as well. He was the winner of the Monolith the East for 2022, Lekki Classic 2018. He won that also. He was first runner-up Azak 2023, winner Lekki Scrabble Classic October 2023, winner of Governor Duye Diri Nationals 2023, winner Pyramid Mega Retreat May 2022, winner Pyramid Mega Retreat June 2022, first runner-up Kano Nationals 2019, winner Sip and Shop 2018, silver medalist intermediate category, and we all know at the African Championship where he struggled with the Lion, Jigere Wellington. He took the cup, so it was not an easy feat for him. We all know what he did there, you know. So he's a worthy African champion because we all know that Wellington Jigere basically is the best product from Africa for now till somebody else will come and win the world championship. We'll wait till then.
Don't forget to say that he represented Nigeria at the World Championships twice now.
Yes, that's true. In India, he finished fifth position. That's true. That's true. That's very true.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's a lovely move. Warriors by Enoch. That's 54.
Enoch started with Warriors. Okay, let me quickly lock that in.
I'm sure Doko will have a decent
Enoch
reply.
Warriors for 54 points.
Is the
We
over
have
okay now?
we have Doko playing on the board, trying to get to the tiles right here. JEW V.
No.
Oh, okay, Zoe.
Zuria.
Oh, great. That's tons of overall here. Oh, Haji was great though. Leaving Ho you, but he chooses to play Zoe
Uh,
for 28 points, leaving HJU.
Aji would have left him with a
Oh, you.
pretty
I think
rough rack.
Ho is in rough. Almost that's why. Aji for 45 points, right?
I think Haji was a lovely move. I think
Leaving Ho you.
yeah, I think I would.
OU?
Oh,
No, no.
Yes, but he's taking his call. He took Zoe goes forward. That's a 12, 13, 14, 28 points.
28, Zoe for 28 points.
He did decent.
Oh, great. We have Enoch with David Jeho UT. He has a 25 point move on the board. Vogue. Vogue along with the E of Zoe or Juarez.
Well, the way he's on his rack, I think he's pretty going for gutted, leaving the OV on the board.
Hi, we've seen Enoch and a lot of affinity for V. Last game we saw him leave EV as well. Master Swell, what do you think about this move? Last game we saw him in leave
I
EV
think the decision is prompted. Maybe he doesn't want to leave double T on his rack. I think
and
maybe a little bit
Gutted
clumsy.
was just
I can
19
see
points.
I can see Doko playing Baju on this move.
Definitely,
See him playing Baju.
definitely. High scoring.
Sorry? No?
Baju, that is great for 48 points. Leaving Hehe high.
AEI on this rack. Oh, Enoch has a
Other option is Gouge. The G of Gouge. Playing GAUJA for 42 points.
okay.
But we've seen him committed Baju for 48 to go up by
You,
6 points.
you just spoke of Enoch's affinity with the V. He
It
has them. He
is,
has the two of them.
we've seen some chemistry so far in this game. And each time he leaves the first V, he would pick the next one along with. Oh, great. So, no bonus here for Enoch on this rack.
But he
We
has
are this way, it's 24
but he has an
points,
ace up his sleeve.
27
The
points.
black tile is there for him.
VOR for 24 on top Baju. KOR for 27 on top Baju as well. VOI, VOLK for 40 points.
Wow.
Below Juarez using his blank.
Definitely will not
They
want to
won't
use
do.
his
They
Those
blank.
are
won't.
his
They
top
won't
three
play that.
options.
Definitely will not use his blank.
VOR or KOR or VOLK.
They're pretty apt choice for him.
I
Now I'm
think
thinking
very
of
soon we should be on YouTube, so we should be knowing our followers' opinion on the chat box. What they think of a move and what they would be doing on this particular rack.
the rack is really heavy for him. He's thinking what he
It's
wants to do
pretty
about it.
in the
But
game.
definitely a V has to go for it. V double O.
Oh, that is a zero.
He should have left one O or something on his rack. Pretty.
That's rather odd.
Guess he knows what is how he picks.
Okay.
We
It's
saw him
really strange.
changed, scoring zero on that point.
Okay.
Tim Lane goes for Aine, AINEE, under the Zoe, which is pretty good, leaving HE on his rack.
Kaine has a ton of power on this rack. For 27 points, he came back to hook the Zui. That was great.
Enoch definitely has a pretty good rack on his has some good ties on his rack
So
now.
you can be sure he's going to bingo on this round.
He left the K.
Yes.
So sure. So we saw Enoch change the V. Maybe the relationship has ended at that point. So he has just one bonus on this board. Co-maker. Co-maker. COMAKR below
Definitely
Juarez.
the co-maker will go under J, the J for the Warriors. That's JAR.
Master B, what do you think? Would Enoch see this bonus at this
Well,
point?
I'm 99% sure
Really?
he will see it.
We see him looking
Because
sideways though.
these are
Maybe
these
he's
are these
trying
are
to
these are these
remember.
are players that don't miss sevens or hardly miss sevens. They are so thorough with their
Enoch
sevens
Owolabi
and
is
their
our
eights.
current African champion. So we should
Well,
expect him to play Komeka with ease.
well.
Thanks everyone for following. We have 18 followers on our YouTube channel.
Make a lovely move. He didn't really have to think too much to see
No,
the move.
you and I know that he's going
Oh,
to see that
great.
move.
So we are just seeing African champion makes Komeka
85 points.
for 85 points.
And it
If
takes the lead now.
if there was an R floating somewhere, this Doko's Ra could have
It has
Oh,
been a
Tempo
bingo.
said, were we hoping he picks? No?
For real
Oh,
code,
great.
but there's no
So,
floating
there's
R
no
for real
floating
code.
R. And if you notice, Doko has been picking a lot of E's in the last same thing in the last game. You see him duplicating or even at times having
he's
three
been using
E's
them so well.
on
No?
his rack.
CDEHO. Okay, triple A for Doko here.
E.
Doko trails by 52 points on this move. He has pretty decent scores on this game. Echoed for 39 points below Komeka. Echoed below Haini for 31 points. And EH below Komeka for 30 points. Those are his top three options
Yes.
there. We now have our viewers to 24. Thanks everyone for taking time to follow our games. We are just joining. The score is 2-1. Enoch to Doko 1. This is game 4.
Similarly, Doko is actually taking his time
He's
to
pretty
let
taking his
go.
time again. Well, can we say he's not using the strategy of last round?
Well,
But he has time than
It-
Enoch. This is unusual.
yeah.
Oh, it feels like the first time I did the same. This moment won't last long though. I expect the time to the time to really calm down below. But we see him juggling. He didn't want to miss any obvious words to him because he had pretty nice knowledge of words. He did be shuffling to see if he's not missing any 8 letter words or even 9 letters decently.
Pretty HOE there. Okay, no. Okay, under the cool maker.
He could make echoed for 39 points. Putting a hit on triple word is very volatile.
Okay.
It's pretty volatile. Like it's this move is too aggressive though. In my opinion, this move is really aggressive.
Really thinking of his options there, and
Yes.
especially if be thinking of the score line at the same time thinking of what he wants to play there.
I'm thinking of the danger of floating the E to the triple line. To the triple lane.
It's been over 2 minutes on this turn.
It is a crucial turn.
It is a crucial turn. HOE, I don't think it's bad though. Ordinary EH there. Only EH under Comica. Hooking, MA, and AH. It scores 30 points decently, and it wouldn't be that behind with a decent level of CAADA. Rather. Sorry.
Oh, decides to go on top HOE. Which is
This
not
is
a
pretty defensive
not a bad play too.
for 25 points.
Especially when you look at his rack lead.
Leaving CADA We see Enoch playing so fast
Immediately.
here immediately.
As usual.
Well, he would have used Doko's time to think out his move.
He really played so fast here. EY, how do I pronounce this?
I
Hoi,
can't.
ho, hoi,
You're
for 15 points,
oh,
leaving
and
Salt on
and
his
here comes
rack.
the V.
So I think Enoch has transferred the V to Doko in this game. Let's see how Doko deals with the V in this round 4 game.
I think Doko has a chance to catch up with
He
Enoch
has
on this
decent
round.
scores of
Yeah.
35. That's Fever. Fever on top Baju, making FUR. That scores 35. Or DEF below Haini for 30 points. I think that's pretty offensive.
Nah, nah, nah,
Or
nah.
The
FED
Dev, what
Dev, no,
about
Dev doesn't go. I think he's going to go for Fever.
Fever?
Fever, which
is
is a
making
pretty move.
Fever, and we have been seeing Doko makes top same so far in his bout. That puts him behind by 17 points, which is still decent considering he
No,
hasn't
just 3
gotten a
points.
bonus.
Just 7 points.
Just 7 points.
I mean, 7 points, excuse me. 7 points, considering he hasn't I've got a bonus on this point in this game. That is pretty fast from Enoch, almost.
Enoch is not even letting Doko pick his stars from the bag before he makes his move, which is pretty too fast.
That is
You know?
most from him
Yes, scoring and
for 42 points,
you know,
extending his lead decently.
he's
We
not really
haven't
thinking
seen
about it.
Doko replenish his style.
Wow, Doko stars are really, really ugly.
This is very rigid. It is really, really rigid. Really, really rigid here. It is really, really, really rigid. Really, really rigid.
Well,
But at this stage, I don't think changing might not be a bad option for
Let's see what
Timmy.
Kwaku suggests, though.
For Timmy, because there's no pretty good score on
I
board.
don't think that the rack is that bad. There's
Wow.
the E float to of the
Yeah.
Fever
Who,
is there
who
for
is
you.
seeing the 28 points for Doko on this rack? Okay, who is seeing the 28 points for Doko on this rack?
Rise, Rise, GRI,
Rice is 24 points.
24 points. Okay.
And
He has a 28 point and 26 points. I won't be saying it now, so I don't. How do I put this word? So I won't be a spoiler.
well,
We see him about to make his move, but decided to play.
Enoch definitely has a bingo on his
Okay, he
rack.
has Chowry or an Korik, Chowre, booking the HO of
Yeah, that's
oh
true.
for
Chori.
28 points and Korik for 26
I think he's
points.
going for the Chori with the way he's picking
It
his.
would
Yes,
be awesome to see
yeah,
that from Doko.
he's going for the Chori.
Doko has been playing so well. Excuse me, permitted to say he's been using most of his brain. He is finding
is
decent moves so far in
Yeah.
this
But Enoch is going to hit him with
showdown.
with a bingo now, definitely.
that's upper line.
Yeah, that's a line under the AINIEE.
We have upper line. We did be getting a bonus coming down from Enoch Owolabi.
Yes, definitely.
He has two options for his bonus. One for 75 and one for 63. Based on his decision, how he laces it,
It's definitely playing the 70.
he's playing the 75 points as expected. So far, we've seen the time go back to where we did expected it to be.
Well, Enoch has taken the lead.
Enoch on 287 to Doko 191 as the score stands. Doko to move. We have a pretty glitch here, and we hope we get Doko's rack as soon as possible for him next move.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
great. The rack is back. CDG who you have CDD. Not much we do, but Doko has a 32 points here. 32 points. He has been seeing all his moves, so I expect him to see this 32 point as well. Crudo under upper line for 32 points. See how Rio Diho for 32 points, which I expect he did been making on this move.
That's a pretty good score.
Oh
If you can
God,
see the move, cheap on board for him. Because definitely leaving that place for Enoch. Enoch is going to pick scores from there again. So it's better he moves there, locks the pitch, picks the scores there. And let's see how the game pans out. Okay, he's not even going
this
down.
is day one, and we're actually in game four. I expect our operator to change the game number. We are in game four now.
Okay, goes for his
We
Crudo.
have seen Crudo, the top scoring move on this board.
And then Enoch Nwale will not think twice
Twice
for
before
his
playing.
XI. Definitely the move on the board.
Enoch leads the game with 287 to Doko 223. We've seen a pretty fast play of
He will go back to the board, back to the bag.
Yes, on the T.
Yes, like just
what
like I
we
said.
suggest he changes DGLQV, leaving NS on his rack. Oh,
Definitely.
great. He changed changed six
Six.
living
Yeah,
heads.
that was like, well, like I said, that was like the best thing to do at that
That is
stage.
great. It is great. Nothing much you could do on this rack. He has been playing so really, really well.
So end up now
Enoch
leading.
unfazed. He has a 52 points on this turn. Who is saying it? Any of our viewers saying Enoch 52 points here? Oh wow. Some nice draw from Doko. Uiri is the second sim for 33 points. He hasn't
That's a pretty
had
good move. And
it's a
when you
pretty good
consider
move.
the time Enoch takes to see these
Sure.
moves, you understand? You're talking about something less than 50,
Frame, frame,
40
frame.
seconds. He's seeing Pohiri on the board, moving so fast, playing,
Oh,
you
great.
know.
Huh? Wasabi, what do you think about this Doko's draw and his decision to change that time?
The best decision. The best decision. Because if he was to
And
play,
it's really sad he doesn't have a bonus on this
no,
stuff.
no, 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 no. The board is pretty taken care of. So if you were playing in a competition, the next thing you will be struggling for is to reduce the spread. But this about you just have to continue playing.
I don't really think the
This
board is really taken care of
is
because
Paco stop
there's still the C float, the
suggestion
crudo
this
float is still there
guys.
for an IC move
Oh,
there.
okay.
That's one. Then for the Poe, the O move. But basically, the next thing he can do is just to open the board a little bit again.
I think they should make a move that would maybe DIV on the favor. Or Paco is
He
suggesting
has to drop one
DA.
of the A's.
Definitely, he
He
has to
has
go.
to
One,
drop
one of
one
the
of the
A's has to
A's and
go.
one of the S's, probably.
Paco suggests he place DAIS on that jury
I can
for
see
25 points.
WAS on the Chori, Oma, and maybe EAS. That's
That doesn't open the board.
what?
Oh, is it promising?
No, it's just
DAIS on that jury for 25 points. And the D comes to times 3.
okay.
Let's see what he goes for now.
Hopefully he did meet it. Let's see what Doko does. He has been playing pretty fine so far. DA.
That's like opening that
Okay.
space for
It's
for a
really,
seven letter
Let's
there,
not,
it is
yeah.
really opening the board.
which is not a
It's not a
bad
bad
move.
move. It's
Not
not
a
a
bad
bad move
move.
at all.
Yes.
Do we
He's
expect
giving
this to
himself a
we
chance.
expect this to get blocked out as soon as possible if he presses the time. And he has committed to DA already.
So Bill or Brill or something. Because
Definitely not could go there with the brill.
At this
Has
point
a
in
sure
this
move for
game, I think
Enoch.
it's just game control that Enoch needs.
yeah,
Just need to see out this game, and this game has taken a one-way dimension already. Masabi, do you think Doko will get to 300 points in this
yeah,
game?
he will. Definitely, definitely he will
Okay,
get to
it's okay. I
300
think we have
points.
pretty much time left in the
Yes,
bag.
I expected him to put that up. That's it. That makes it a bit more difficult.
Okay,
True.
we see Braille for 22 points. Excuse me. We see Braille for 22 points to go up 384. Although Enoch hasn't committed to his time. What could he be thinking of?
With the Tigers outside and with the lead in this game, to me, I feel Enoch has really taken this one, except Timmy pulls something out of the ordinary to steal this game from Enoch.
It is not possible for Enoch to lose from this position.
Never say never.
Ideally speaking, it's
Well,
not how do I put
yeah,
it?
we've seen players
We've
lost
seen
game
Enoch
from
committed Braille for 22 points to go up with about 150 points. To go up 150 points.
which is a lot.
Yeah,
This is
why you say it will be very difficult? Basically, look at the board. The board is not really friendly. It's not
Well,
bingo friendly. You
promising. It's
understand?
not
well,
promising.
I just said
Because if
it.
you look at both ends and everywhere now, you're just looking just only the O float and the P float and the C there. So
It's
difficult
not
with the
it's
tires
not
outside.
it's
And
not
now
promising.
is Enoch's turn to change.
It's not promising. It's not promising.
But he could play fasty there.
11,000 on the bag
I
and the
mean,
board is this condition. I mean, this condition. Let's
wow.
see what Kwaku thinks of Doko's rack.
And if you look at it, there are only two vowels at large. So
Definitely.
FIST under jury to score 32 points.
he has to
But
manage his
fast.
he has to manage his vowels.
I want to believe both players should by this time know that this game, the vowels outside, it was basically one, two, three, four vowels outside.
Oh, just two vowels
And
outside.
yeah, Doko has two already. No, Enoch could be thinking
Mm,
four outside.
outside.
There's a
Yeah.
possibility
Yeah,
of still
yeah,
having vowels
perfectly.
in the bag and the rest of it. But with the way it is, it's definitely
With the way
it's a
it
gun
looks, I'm
game.
not sure we did get a bonus in this game again. It's game 4 already, and it is this KJ. We saw fireworks in game 2, where we saw first 5 moves bonus on the board. We saw first 5 moves bonus on the board by both players, and it's pretty KJ in this game 4. Players have, should I say, they started applying their strategy.
Something
Play
like
the
that.
first bingo, take care of the board. Then
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The Nigerian
That's the
style.
Nigerian style.
Just take the
take
lead.
an early
Check
lead, condemn
and
the board,
you know,
and you don't allow expression from your opponent.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
And I
flat.
think I think Enoch is doing more of that, basically.
yeah.
I think Doko has accepted nothing much on this board. You just have to take the scores to make things presentable overall.
Decent.
To make the scores presentable overall.
Decent. Yeah, decent. Probably
or
it's going
this
to pick
or
the
decent.
two vowels.
Let's see, does it
Probably.
draws the two barrel?
I'm going to draw them. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my,
Okay,
oh my,
he
oh
was able to
my.
take one of the vowels, which is not bad.
Then,
It would only be nice if the game was close, you know. No matter what you draw from the back, with the state the game has gotten to now,
Not much of a score
yeah,
for
you just be
Enoch
waiting for the
here.
game to
I
see the
see
game
just
through.
play glint.
Did Enoch play?
Glint.
Oh, great. To condemn the position perfectly.
So there's no bingo to the C again.
Yeah, that's why I said Enoch has really been playing our typical style.
Lucky him.
Glint was definitely
He's
his
playing
move.
Nigerially.
Yes.
Lucky him. He has drawn the E. So that's something to.
Not much to do in this game.
No, nothing.
Just taking scores for Doko and hopes to come back for next game. This is game 4, and we've played 3 games already. This is game 4. We've played 3 games already, and we have Enoch leading 2-1 Doko.
Now, when you add this game,
Doko is on 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Nothing much
Enoch
to
is
do
on 10
here.
minutes. Which is typical of Enoch.
He has a 31-point score of WANY under Comica. I think it scores pretty decent. WANY
okay,
under Comica. I think that score pretty decent.
he's going to
With
sacrifice
that, it
it.
should be crossing the 300 points I suggest. He should be getting closer.
The game is a low scoring game anyway.
Yeah, but that was because he was kind of cagey. You understand?
KG right from the start.
Yes, from the start. They didn't want to
KJ,
really.
KJ from the start. Yes, we see Doko taking time on this movie game again.
It's playing Glinty.
And
It's dropping just one time.
it's just game 4 already.
Oh, la la.
Dropped one towel.
And he goes into the back to pick the
The
cue.
Q.
Definitely no bingo coming from him now.
La la.
Excuse me, what did he move?
He played Glinty.
Okay,
To Enoch's Glint.
Wow, what was rationale behind Glinty? Was he hoping to?
Yeah, possible the E or the blank again. But I was thinking louder. I'm like, what is there to play on the board? To the O, basically.
Maybe to the O of Ohiri.
Yeah.
With that combination,
So I don't
or
know.
was he just hoping he didn't pick the blank, or maybe he was trying to make Enoch stop with the Q?
something like that. It's
7
definitely going.
tiles on same
It's
two.
definitely going to play QATS now.
Was he seeing any combination to the O?
I well.
Because it was just one tile left in the bag.
Oh,
Okay, please quiet.
okay. I mean, Enoch is definitely going to play the Vents. Yeah, Vents. That's all.
Vent, I think that is great from Master Enoch.
That stands out. No.
And so quiet from Doko to use his Q. Game 4 has ended. Trying to.
Get to 300.
Yeah, he did.
the earlier games.
Who goes up first?
Is there anything similar you could have done differently in this game
Ah,
going forward? You see, when we talk of Scrabble, even at the world stage, we talk of the Nigerian style. You see, at the point where they were a bit close, a typical Nigerian player will want to block off the any spot instead of that Chowri. A
I think
typical Nigerian player
I
will play CID
no.
on
I
that
think at
spot.
that high point,
Yes.
we saw Enoch had a rack of Komika, so it wouldn't have even come there. So
No,
We're
no,
talking
no,
we're talking
no.
about the next
The
move
next
when
move,
he played the
when he
Chori
played
move.
with when he played the Chowri
Chori
move, a typical Nigerian player will block the any spot, with CID, taking
okay.
out
Yeah.
that spot.
That's why I said they are playing like the Europeans. Enoch
Oh,
Owolabi and
Americans.
Oh, Americans,
Doko.
exactly.
They need to go and spend some time with Wellington and Kekerigo Dennis Kekerigo Dennis in Worry. Because
Because if you are playing to win the
this
game,
aspect of the games need to be really taken care of. When you leave the board too open, when you're expressing yourself too much on the board. At the same time, when you take the lead and if the game is close, best that most times just to seal the board and do what you need to do. No, you don't need to let the board be open most times. Because even after playing the Chowry, uh, his hands were not really too good. Most times when you leave the board, is what you leave on your rack, anticipating a better pick from the back to play a bingo or something. But when you're finding it difficult, to even balance your hand in the next two moves. So you make the ball a little bit hard for your opponent. Not too easy spot for sevens.
So this game four, there isn't much of any firecracker. We saw Enoch took the lead from the beginning and managed it all through. Enoch never trailed in this game at any point, led all through.
You
Yeah,
see, he did the right thing by changing at that point in time. The rack was so heavy, two V's, a K, two O's, a blank. So,
but
and if
the change was really rather funny to me. Why will you remove all your rules? I didn't get that.
well,
I need to ask
the
him.
blank, the
I need
blank
to
is
ask
a
him that.
vowel. The blank is a vowel at the end of the day.
And O would have been nice. ROOK if you want to always use the K, but taking out the two O's, RK blank.
Okay,
I need to ask him.
we
But
see the players
he was
have
justified at the end of the day
Okay.
because he picked
okay.
another O.
Okay.
We see the players have packed now, and we want to begin game five. We just finished game four, and Enoch leads 3 games to one Doko. So we will be beginning game five now, and Doko goes first. Since Doko draws rack of G G L O O V
Are
hers.
we up there?
So the game has started, and Kwaku suggests vlog. Oh, we saw GOV play. GOV for 14 points. Oh, I noticed a pretty different thing here. Doko never started his game vertically before. This is new to me. He only starts horizontal. This is pretty new to me. This is a new observation
That's
by me.
horizontal. It's starting horizontal.
Oh yeah, that was what I'm saying. It doesn't start horizontally. It starts vertically.
Wow,
This is very new.
so that means definitely Doko is changing the strategy.
Is it
See,
fatigue or is changing strategy? We
that,
saw
that's what
Enoch
that's
change.
what it means.
That's
Enoch changed JTT in this move.
that's pretty well Nigel Richards style.
So Enoch exchanges his styles. I guess he didn't want to. He will not see any good score on the board, or he just feels since it's the beginning of the game, let him just go for something
Yeah,
better.
yeah, it's the beginning of the game, and we have Doko with FUG LOTS to move. No bonus on this rack, this particular board, but we have him. We have 15 points FUG, which leaves LOST on the rack.
That's a
And I
pretty.
think
That's the move
is
on the board.
and we would see FUG going down for 15 points. So Doko leads 29 points in two moves. We haven't seen Enoch make any move on this board. I think we should be seeing now.
I see him playing Brim.
GOV to start the game. I think this game would be KG as well. What do you think, Master B?
Well, it's too early to say that because with the S draw on that Doko's rack, it's pretty well going to mean that if the board is a bit cagey, you will have to use the S to open up the board.
Oh, the board is upside down again. It would be corrected now. Thank you, Daniel and Yongbai. It would be corrected now. And I think it's corrected already.
Betrim, yes.
Betrim. There's Betrim for
2
31
points.
points. And there's MIB strategically for
Finally,
22
2
points. Those are the best two options. The third one is BRIM for
Yes, which is
23
Brim.
points. Oh,
I
Master Siwa, do you think he will do Betrim here or MIB?
I think he's really thinking about it. You understand? And I want to believe we will want to leave.
to play Mib.
Yes, me to leave a better rack leave. Because going into the bag now for 6 stars, I don't think he wants to do that. Especially the way Doku has been playing, not really coming out trying to be caging in this particular game.
The
Oh,
board is
Oh,
upside down.
oh,
it goes for Inem. Wow.
In him, this is out of the sim. In him for 30 points, leaving BT on the rack. What could be this decision? Was it doubting Betrim or he wasn't sure?
No, I think this is a pretty good move too on the board. Looking at the board, Bitrim opens the board more than this. This is kind of cagey a little bit too.
Should I say was doubting Betrim or
No, no, no,
wasn't
no,
100%
no,
sure?
not that. This move,
BT leave sounds it leaves it looks somehow.
you say like I said earlier on, Doko keeps picking these tons of E's.
He
You know,
loves them. I hope this Indian's decision wouldn't come back to make
tons.
some decision in this game.
oh, Enyam is 30, takes him to the lead, so
Yeah,
it's a pretty good move.
he leaves BT.
Beat is not really a bad leave on your rack, considering the fact you're going to pick 5,000 again from the bag. You know,
but with me,
but the betrim, no,
with
the
me,
betrim. Why I don't like the betrim is you're giving them that E flow. This board is like KE from the beginning, so I make it easy for your opponent. Bringing an E, you don't really know what he has in his rack. You know, so betrim for me, I still prefer this is move.
I'm on YouTube. Has 8 points or has a top 3 cents on this move. And we simply plays the highest point, EEL for 12 points. I think it's pretty decent. EEL for 12 points. To still go up by 41. To go up by 11 points. And we see abrupt from Enoch with X. Ooh. Nothing much on this rack. There's Backstar, BXTR, which I am sure Enoch won't be considering. PRAT for 24 points. On top of you, BAXTR for 23 points.
Well, yes, and I think Team Doko has a bingo on his rack already now. Depending on what Enoch plays on his board.
Regardless, I think regardless, is all time.
Yeah, that's true. I can see it now. He has two
Um,
words there.
Master B, I think Enoch has Scrabble is bringing some riddle to Enoch in the beginning of this game, and I feel Enoch has been handling them properly well up to now. What do you think? I think this rack
Well,
is a big decision too as
well,
well, and he has to handle it well.
yes, in as much as I want to agree with it that Scrabble is a scoring game, I think strategically, I would not want to go with that in M. I would rather play me.
MIB, great.
But
It's
but who am
it's
I? I'm
was
not
it
among the Scrabble greats.
MIB
I don't know what is on
simulates
his
based
mind.
on Kwaku.
You see?
Well, I don't really mind that in them move. Like I told you,
All right.
it's quite a defensive move, and his scores. It takes him to the lead. That's what I'm looking at again. But he's lost two turns if I'm not mistaken.
On
You
by
know,
two
and just play
change.
twice. So he picks a particular move, puts him ahead,
How
not
does
endangering
this
himself.
solve? How does this solve this particular question on his rack? How does he handle this well? How does he shapes his rack?
Because you said your rack faces you not you walk towards something. Because
I think our
we said
master Insika College says play with what you have. You can only make a move with what you
Yeah.
have.
But with what's on board now, I think he has Pratt. Pratt is not really a bad move to play now.
Okay, Pratt seems pretty well. PRAT for 24
So
points.
whatever he plays, Doko is coming down with a
The
bingo.
leave is BUX.
BUX. You see? And it's playing.
The leave is really heavy. It's really heavy, really heavy.
Well, he decided on racks.
We see Enoch taking a lot of time on this rack. This
Okay,
is
plays
not
racks.
a bonus rack. See Enoch play racks.
So that
RAX for 27 points,
Okay.
leaving PUBT.
so Doko definitely is going to see his bingo,
I think
lotuses and
Doko
losers.
has most of the decision to make in this game. He'll be controlling this game. We have two bonuses. The both score 65 points. Lotuses under NUG and losest on trend on the REM on the REM up on the board
Yes.
for losest. Lotuses for 65. We just see Lotuses drops down on the board is not upside down again. I think it's been resolved.
No, it's still
Is being with top questions this game. How do they handle it going forward? Mr. B, what do you think?
Well, Scrabble, you have to live with whatever decision you make or take, and uh, he's going to get out of it one way or the other. But will it result in a win for him? I don't know.
Top moves here is playing flop FLUB for 27 points, leaving CCPT on his rack.
The tiles are pretty heavy.
think I expect that to be going down,
De-
down. On the
definitely,
board.
he does not have a choice.
No.
There's no way he's going to leave the L float on the
On the
triple,
triple,
no matter what.
yeah.
As long as he has a vowel to
Well,
go
to
there,
go there, exactly.
so he definitely is going to
I
put there.
expect that to come down on the board. Flog for 27 points. That puts him behind by 22 points, which is still decent considering what he has to go through early in the
Yes,
game.
yes, yes, yes.
FL will
He
be
still needs one or two draws to even out this his rack because the rack is still pretty heavy.
I think Doko has entitled in his hand, but I've not seen anywhere it's going down on the board.
the bingo doesn't land. The bonus doesn't place on the board. The highest score on this board is 15 points for Doko, and it is an aggressive move. ELT on the X up on the board.
Okay.
ELT, leaving AINT on the rack.
I don't think he will want to go there.
No, no.
I think this is another decision to make, which might have influence on the game as well.
I want to believe he will play through the O.
The O of Lotus's.
Yes. Just to balance his rack a bit. Maybe toilet.
We see are seeing another new thing. Doko is up ahead in time in this game as well. well up ahead. Enoch hasn't played a bonus on this board and he has used over 7 minutes of his time in just
Yeah,
So,
four moves.
with,
In just four moves.
the name move actually took.
so with the way the game is going, it's pretty obvious now that when the tiles don't come, Enoch slows down. So basically, if he has the tiles,
Enoch's
it's like Superman is flying.
I think now, I think this game now is especially playing the showdown and not his conventional Scrabble. I hope we see his conventional Scrabble as soon as possible. Conventionally, Enoch
Wow.
makes all this
Wow.
decision
Doko
exceptionally
goes
fast.
for 80, which I feel
Which is not bad anyway.
yes is a pretty good move considering the shape of the board, the
Wow,
available
wow,
floats,
wow.
and this rack leaf.
Well, you can be sure his opponent will have to go and close up that place.
Definitely.
ET for 13
Maybe,
points.
maybe,
This is
maybe,
aggressive.
maybe.
This
And he has
is
gone into the back to pick
Pick.
the
this
blank.
is
Oh.
aggressive.
The blank definitely under bingo is coming down
Oh
from
my, oh my, oh my.
Timilehin. So Enoch is really having a pretty rough time with his picks. Just only one vowel on his rack.
Yeah, he could place crap for 28 points. CRHP for 28 points.
Definitely, it's gonna go for the
I think
crap.
CRHP hooks E as well.
Yeah,
And that's pretty aggressive.
he's
It
going,
hooks
he's going to go for
EYS
the REX. Definitely, we want to play there
or co-opt using the O of Lotus.
because that's where you have the danger of the
Yeah.
scores there on the
Co-opt is
board.
24. Crap is aggressive as well. And it opens triple what's offering. For an he hook.
What about? Okay, no.
The second option is co-opt for 24 points. COAPT on Lotuses or Copra. Those are his three options. Should we expect after this play from Enoch, maybe he would have a easy decision to make? Hopefully,
Maybe.
it has been really,
He
it has
really
been
has to
really
drop.
tough.
He really has to drop
I'm really enjoying this game.
two of the
So
big tiles. He really
I'm
has
really,
to drop
I'm
the
really
C
enjoying
and the P at least.
because Enoch is really thinking. That's why I'm enjoying it. Normally, he doesn't think.
We see
Enoch
Enoch.
doesn't think. He plays very, very fast. But now, Doko is making him think. Nice game. Let's go on.
I guess what could be making him taking time here? Why would my opponent play 80? Why
Hmm.
would my opponent play
You
80?
know something is coming down now.
Oh,
That's why it's taking his time to
what is
80. So like
happening?
balancing his rack and the rest of it, basically.
Why is my opponent playing 80? What is happening?
And maybe because he doesn't really have too much options again to him, you know.
Not many options.
Rap?
Yes.
Rap for what?
No, it's never
He has been doing fine, solving most of the questions
Mhm.
in just 5 moves. Enoch has used close to 9 minutes now.
how do I
I
say it? I
think this
said
is a record.
no, I know I said Doko is making him think. That's why the
this
game is
this is just
getting
his
very
fifth
interesting.
move and he's over 9 minutes already.
Okay. Are you
This
serious?
we still have
Wow.
we have
Look at his
64.
choice.
Not bad.
His choice. Wow.
I think the
Scrap.
will go with the O.
Oh, play cap to
Wow.
hook prem.
Yeah, but he's trailing then. Why is he okay, he's not really trailing that much.
No,
Yeah.
actually.
He didn't want him to be too aggressive, and he wasn't trailing that much.
Okay.
So Enoch
Crap,
has
not
been
really a
doing
bad move.
fine. He has been doing fine solving
All the puzzles thrown up.
puzzles. Indeed,
So Timilia has a pretty good rack now, but he's
he
taking too
has
much time on his rack, which he
tons
should
of
not really take.
bonus. Yeah, he has tons of bonus.
He has
But the best would be
he has
hooking
begging
flop with
decisions to
S.
take, either to go with the O or to come
But playing the
under the
conventional
flop.
Staniel, Slate, Sultan
Exact
under flop,
flop.
they all scored decently, and they don't give back that much.
Of course, you can be.
But the board should be very open.
Yeah.
Yes, he's going to open up the
Well,
board that
we
way.
all felt Enoch would be drawing pretty fine after cap move, but he's still solving. He's still solving. I think Scrabble teaches life a lot. Scrabble teaches
Well,
us about
that's a
life.
pretty good score. A
A
back.
back.
That's a nice move. Even tenth on
Okay, we
his
saw
hand.
Slates being played by Doko and her back to come down quickly from Enoch without wasting any
Yeah.
time on it. This is why I expert.
I guess he has resumed the fast mode.
Yeah, because too much thinking doesn't solve that
Lucky
much.
him. He was able to pick the U along with the Q.
Curious. No possible eye
No,
float
no
for
flexible
quotient.
eye float.
Quotient and the rest of it.
Okay, Doko to move.
Doko's move with the rack is pretty good.
Juicy,
Juicy.
pretty juicy. He has a 56 point on this turn. Who
Wow.
is seeing it?
Wow.
Zaidi. No, no,
He
no,
has
No, no,
a
Zaidi then.
56 point
Gauzy, if I'm
and
not.
55
Yes,
Yeah,
point.
there's a
Gauzy.
Gauzy to the ET.
Okay, no spoiler. Must have see why I got it already. Gauzy for 56 point
Gauzy.
on top of Slane's bonus.
Wow, that's another good one too. So he has different options for it.
Yes, he could play it to the ET.
Yes, but I have a feeling he's going for the slant.
Yeah, of course,
Slane
definitely.
is the top simulation here. It evaluates uh,
Which was the favorite move for
the
the Gauzy?
slate.
Slant,
Gauzy,
eh?
the
Yes.
slate, yeah, on top
Yes,
of the slate.
it's a better move.
Oh, great. Enoch has picked Q and U. So they wouldn't be running into too much
These guys, they
of the
don't cease to
solving this
amaze me
time.
with their moves. They, they play the optimal moves.
Scrabble is a mind game, and I think they are playing mind game in this particular game five. Both players are playing
I'm
mind
sure
game.
Doko will be praying to pick A
To go with the ET
to go with the ET.
to finish up that spot on the
That
board.
lane. Yeah.
It was
Doko
pretty
is
easy.
leading LD at this point. I could say it's a LD lead. It's a healthy lead. It's 100 point. The highest scoring points, highest scoring play, sorry, on this move is quota for 24 point for Enoch
That's to the floating A.
to the floating A quota. Second option is place NOT under Z. NOT for 18 points, leaving EQ to. I really don't think he would leave the Q this turn.
You might decide to leave
might
it
decide to leave
since he
it.
has the U ready to play
Yes,
with.
you might decide to look for a place to play the TON or something like that. If it's because the ZE is there, ZEN.
Seeing Enoch below 10 minutes at this point of the game, it's obvious to say it's really tough on this board.
So, do you see Enoch playing the ZENNOTT?
Yes, it's trailing, so I don't see any reason why we don't want to open the board, and especially
Or
since he has the
quota takes
U.
off the float. Sef.
Yeah,
Even
Mm.
quota puts him in more trouble. He's going for the quota.
but the quota leaves ENT is a pretty good lead.
Yes.
We see Enoch play quota for 24 points to go 161 on the score. Although he chose Doko 246 to his 161. Doko to move with WRIDDER. Doko has a 46 points to score here. Who is saying the 46 points? No spoiler alert. Doko has a 46 points. It's along the queue
Are we
line.
talking of Wed?
Word,
It's a
yeah.
Wed one,
Word
and
scores
he's
46.
definitely going to play that.
And this will put him in some comfortable position going forward in this
Forward.
game.
Because really playing well in this game. He's taking his scores basically, you know.
So say Enoch committed quota. Docoston and Enoch is still below on time in this game 5.
Oh,
This is the second time I did be witnessing
Sim-
this.
similarly,
Enoch is low on time compared to his opponent.
similarly, Doko has drawn the second.
Okay, we see
He has
Doko
done a
plays the
blank
word
tie.
for 46 points.
He has done the second blank tie.
Then
Great, let's continue.
so Doko has drawn the blank, which
He has a Bringo. Uh, no, no, he doesn't have one.
just
But
he
he has
has
he
some
has
a good score there.
yeah.
He decides to play the J out for 31, which is not bad,
This is
leaving
not a bad living.
blank and EH on his rack. And Enoch has some pretty
Oh, oh,
non-scoring
not
tiles.
scoring.
Just
No,
1 1 1 1 on his rack. Definitely leaving him to shape his rack and hope for the best in the bag. Enoch has a bingo on his rack, but we're waiting for what Doko will play on bird. See if that's line 8 for Enoch.
yeah.
Then Doko, does he have a bingo on his rack? I
I'm
don't think
not
there's
sure
any,
of that.
I don't think there's any bingo on Enoch.
Let's check
Doko's right.
Kwako's opinion on Doko's rack. Doko does not have a bonus on this turn, but he has a decent 30 points and 35 points. OVA under Harmony
Okay.
for 30 points, or HAVA on top of 80 of X.
Definitely, that is not very rare
For,
because
34,
you're leading
for
your
35
opponent.
points.
You're leading your opponent with just a little above 100. Coming to the triple to open it times 9 will not.
So I think we should be seeing OVA being played because Awa doesn't give back much. AWA doesn't give back much. But as obvious, Doko will take some time to rationalize and see if he's not missing any
Are you
obvious.
sure he's not going to play VOE under the J? Or what do you have here?
Yeah, we have the J.
I cannot play. That's
Okay,
all
that's
But he
high.
oh,
can't.
that's
We
OI.
have OI there
Okay.
already.
Yes,
Probably
the over.
Evo there or something or over there. I was really thinking.
I
Was you
think
right?
he's trying to check he's not missing a bonus.
He has
Wow.
committed.
Yes,
Yes.
played over under
Played
the
over.
Aoni.
Which is not a
As
bad move anyway.
expected, he should make OVA in this move for 30 points.
Enos Com is lineates under the Zell. Wow, the game is getting pretty
Without
interesting now.
wasting any time, it has been boring to start. We
That's
should
two.
see Lineate
Huh?
come down here
Yes.
for 81 points as
ETH.
soon as possible.
Mm,
That's the
straight
only
into
option in the
hot
game.
money.
Lineate for 81 points. We should see that come down as soon as possible. That puts Enoch on 297 to 353. Doko Simi. Wow. Doko has 104 points on this turn.
Doko has a bingo to the ET, and the score
104.
is really a very high
It's
score
humongous.
because the K will sit. The K will sit.
On the triple. What
So
score?
let's hope he sees it.
He is really
I think when he plays
racking.
that will be the end of the game.
Should that be the end?
No, it will be the end of the game.
Mr.
With the
Cyril,
tiles, with the
are
tiles
you
outside.
are you hoping that he will see it, or you are almost certain that he will see it?
I know he will see
We
it.
see he is taking his time though.
I know he will see it. He will see it.
But these are the points that differentiate the masters from
The rest,
medium players.
from the rest.
So moves like this, I expect them to play them
No,
on
Doko will
board.
see it. He will see it because definitely he will be thinking towards that place. Because that kills the game. Kills the game for Enoch.
We see him checking the bag, so maybe he doesn't exhaust the bag, trying to make sure things are in order before he makes his decision.
Well, still has a pretty
Enoch would
decent
be
lead.
relieved playing lineage in this game due to
Yeah.
what he has experienced so
Yes.
far.
Yeah.
He has
Very rough raps.
experienced a lot in this game.
A lot of rough raps,
A lot of,
rough
should I
draws.
say, life lessons. Although he has handled them well
Yeah,
properly, he has handled them
Yes, he
well.
did. He really did well with them.
Even in the losing position, they
I
still
think
make good
Doko
decisions.
was really determined in this game. The way he was playing and everything.
I think there's a saying that the more the time you spend on Iraq, maybe you are not saying the word.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure that applies to Doko or
Well, I was beginning to, you know, think otherwise. That's why is it taking him this long?
and the time has gone down below Enoch
You know,
again.
I wonder why is it taking this long?
What is it thinking? Ticked is now, and is ticked a conventional word. The blank would be C. That is the
He did
104
not
points
see
on
that.
this score.
Wow. That's the
Oh,
first miss for Team
oh
Doko in
my,
this tournament.
oh my, oh my.
The good thing is that it's leading comfortably.
It
I
seems
can't believe
Doko
it.
would be passing on this bonus, and he is not saying the only
It
word.
was a crazy score there.
He did not say the
Tick was
only
over.
word
Tick
in
was
this score.
over 90 or 100.
100 plus.
So we see Enoch play non-quota for a ton of point in this game. We see Enoch play non-quota for a ton of point.
I think Team 9 is doing the right thing to do there. Just to block off any floats in case of any bingo coming from Enoch. Because the tiles outside, there are possibilities of bingos. So if there's going to be any bingo, it goes on
So
the ET.
we hope the miss from Doko wouldn't have any effect in this game. Master B, what do you think?
Well, it's that, I don't think it will have any effect because when you look at the score line, the,
So you just play KID for 29 points to go up 419 to Enoch 352. The
I
game
think
is
it's
still open. One tile in the bag on sent to Enoch. I think Enoch would spend pretty time on this rack. He would rationalize
I think
what
he has a
the
bingo.
sixth
He has a
letter
bingo on his hand.
the sixth letter he leaves. There's no bonus on this rack.
Yes, Enoch needs floats, a lot of floats. U, S, Z, and the rest of them, basically. But there's none on board for him.
What would he be basically thinking at this point?
picking his highest score to go.
The design score
Wow.
here is 46, but I'm not sure it will win for
He's
him.
giving himself a chance in the
40,
game.
46 will win for
I'm not sure
He's giving himself
40
46
a,
would win
for
for him
the Doko.
for Enoch.
No,
no, he's giving
no,
himself
no,
a chance
no.
in the game. You understand what he did here now?
Yeah.
He went for just one tiles in the bag.
What he dropped? Oh,
Yes, he has picked an S now. So Timmy needs to bingo
he
to
dropped an
just
O.
kill
Oh my!
all his aspirations
And Hess is the only tile left
in
in
the
the
bag.
bag.
He just took a chance with that,
Ha!
actually.
We would say Doko waste a whole lot of time here. Doko has a bingo and how to play here, and I really believe he sees this. He has three different words here to play. Dim weights, dim weights to KIDS. He has a mid list hooking MY. He has Miss Edith hooking MY and Miss Diet. He should see one of these words to seal off this game easily.
Where's the MY you're talking of?
That's it.
MY of Gauzy.
That
Gauzy.
was it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we see him playing dim weights
Dimwit.
here easily to shut down any threat from Enoch.
It's
Wow.
even funny. Doko can see dim with and not see tick.
See,
The tick looks really easy, but he's able
See,
to see the
this is game
difficult ones.
5.
they did not even
Really?
arrange the TH.
Yeah, I want to believe so too.
We saw Doko miss already in this bout.
They did not even arrange the TH.
That's the first miss of this bout. Ticked from
Yes.
Doko
Yes.
for 104 points.
Wow.
So
He's human
Doko wins
after all.
game 5, 517 to 361 Enoch.
So the scoreline is 3-2 now, which is
Enoch leads the game, the showdown, 3 games to 2.
Are we playing another game today or is
That's
it
the final game for
we're calling
today.
it time for today?
We would get information from the operator if we would play one more game before today ends. We are at 9:27 p.m. West African time here, and I feel I don't know if the players are fatigued by this time. But ideally, we should be playing 5 games today, so the player can catch a bed early. We'll get information if we'll be proceeding on the
Yes,
60
we'll,
games. So
I'm sure,
far,
I'm sure we'll get some information from the
it
tournament
has
director.
been
Uh,
it has been really competitive. I've seen in the scoreline.
Yes, yes. You know, the game, this particular game was really interesting because we now saw Enoch thinking. Enoch normally does not think. He plays like a robot, you
does
know.
not think much. Not that he does
Yeah.
not think.
When I say
Does
does
not
not,
think too
when I
far.
say does not think, he does not waste
Time.
time.
Better.
He just picks it from his arsenals. He picks the words. He's on the board, you know. But Timmy gave us something to think about in this game, you know, with the play and most importantly, his draws from the bag. You have to think. You know, most times was just with one vowel, 6 consonants for like almost two,
And
three
the,
tons,
and
four
the
tons.
heavy draws. The CC, the
Yeah,
PV.
you know, you know. Yeah, it was a lovely game.
That's what we call board awareness. I'm sure immediately it dropped the quota, the non-quota will come to
He
his
must
mind.
have thought of the
Yeah,
extension. Oh,
exactly.
maybe
So
it
that's
could be one of the reasons he
yeah.
he took some time
What?
there. Okay, we just got information that we would be playing one more
Small
game
game.
today, and as we can see, we can see the player packing up the board for one more game today. They won. The score stands as 3-2. Enoch leads the showdown 3-2. We would have one more game, and we will have Enoch go first in this game. Okay, we've seen the player pack. We see Enoch taking water here. He just stood up. Master T. All right. So in a few minutes now, we'll be beginning the game six. I think Enoch stood up to get water. So
Yes,
he should be back.
this should be the last game for today, you know, so that the boys will just have some rest and give us some nice games tomorrow. So I know Team Doko wants
To
Team,
level up.
his fans want him to level up so that he'll be at par for tomorrow to make it very interesting.
Hi, Victor. Sorry, it was a technical glitch. I believe you can hear us now. Oh, great.
Okay. So like I was saying, I said this will be the last game for today. And Team Doko fans will be praying for him to win this last game to level up so that tomorrow will be interesting, just like be as if we're starting from the ground again. They're playing very well. Just only one miss
In
from
five
five
games
games.
so
That's
far.
that's wonderful play. That's just wonderful play.
Excellent.
That's wonderful play. You know.
Although to some of us, we did be expecting to see 9 letter, 10 letter, but I want us to be patient. The players could be keeping some firecrackers for us. Maybe we did see in game six or we did experience that tomorrow. Who knows? But I'm a fan of
Uh,
9
well, maybe
Master Siri, I was going to
we
say.
only need to be patient. The task
All right,
will come.
all right.
And when they come, you can be sure these players will not disappoint.
Game 6 will begin soon, so the players are just up for water break.
Definitely, definitely, I can assure you of before this bout ends, you see a 10-letter word. That I can assure you. Just keep
Okay, I
keep
am noting
watching.
that down. Master CY
10
said
letters, not just nine.
we
10. You
are
see a 10
getting
letter
a
word.
10-letter word here.
Definitely. Before the end of the
We are
tournament.
getting a 10-letter word
And
here.
are we getting a niner?
Yeah, I believe we will still get a niner in this bout. Niner,
Many niners, not just one.
pretty niners we will
Don't
see.
worry, don't worry. They're just warming up. I trust these boys. They're just warming up. You'll see them.
As last game we saw Enoch go through tough rap decisions. He, he handled them pretty well. He tried managing. He got lineage to even break through some tough decision. And I think in life we all go through our tests too. And how important going forward. So the players are back now, and we have going forward.
Going first.
Great. We see him drawing with left hand this time.
Every game, I guess every game, new strategy.
Seriously, he
Enoch,
is not allowing the
Enoch
back.
is not even putting the tiles on his rack. Can you imagine that from the back to the board? Wow.
So we can see remnants here for 74. Okay, we are up on stream now. Okay, great. Enoch with RAMAN80 draw. And he
For
is
70
not
points.
drawing
So
finish
Doko,
from the bag to play his bonus.
Doko tiles.
74 for Enoch to go up. He hasn't even allowed Doko to draw from the bag.
Wow.
Oh, what was that about? So he adjusted his remanent. He went for the 70 points. That is not a regular day decision, and this is masterly. You don't want to give anything back to your opponent. Doko with AIIK According to Quaco, there is no bonus on this turn.
His possible bet is to play QI out.
K high, right? K high. K high for 16 points
Where's the KI?
on top of remanent.
Yes. And we still leave the body open. There are different
I
flows.
think the differences between Nigerian Masters and Doko is these are conventional decisions you don't even spend 5 seconds on. Oh, Master B, what could
I
he
was
be
expecting
thinking?
to play Kina or something like that.
Okay, what could he be thinking?
He's going for Maki, leaving RIN.
Which is not a
See,
bad
not
lead.
really bad because they're just starting the game, and
I
the
think he
eye
wants
flows
to
the
play
E
open board.
for this particular game, especially since it's trailing from the beginning now.
He wants to keep the board open.
The beginning, he has some decisions to make here now. What to play, what to leave on his rack. And Doko has a bingo on his rack now. Waiting for Enoch.
You see doctors
Yeah, but
to go behind the 50 points. The game is just starting. I think that's not a worry. His next draw should be promising. We see Wally with
His next draw is a
first
bingo already.
blank. We see Enoch with the first blank here, although he doesn't have any bonus. He could play VAW for 14 points or VAG for 10 points. leaving the descent, leave on his rack. Let's see what Enoch does here. What does Enoch besides a? I think he would want to use the V this time. He should not keep the V this time as
Yeah,
usual.
he has dropped the V.
Or would he be keeping the V this time as
Has played
well,
VAD there.
just to add another V?
So Timmy has routine on his hand.
To the T, right? Noto.
Okay, we see him play VAG for
To the
10
T.
point out.
Right, Noto.
And Doko with a promising hand. He has a couple of options here. So bonus.
He could play to the T.
He has Neutrino,
Neutrino.
65 points, the highest scoring point, which is pretty aggressive considering the whole the triple A. And he has routine under 80, making RO hook. And he has return to for 61 points. Let's see.
I think he's going for the return.
Let's see what Doko chooses. Would he be conservative or aggressive on this turn?
This is pretty leaving the board open.
Routine is aggressive, neutrino is aggressive, Tenuto is conservative. Is first. Although it wasn't a miss bingo, three-point pass there. They not played Shogoa in place of Ogwit, which we feel Ogwit is best on that turn.
Yes, that's score.
Shogoa
Sugar was not really a bad move though, but if you are going for the ultimate move, the cup will not be coming down.
64 points to Doko.
Yes.
Which he has played really fast this turn.
Maybe the cup will not be coming down on that spot. Okay. Yeah.
This is just game 6, and I feel Wale should play the Ogwits without any disturbance.
Did you see it?
And he didn't use much time on that rack though.
Okay, it goes for half now. That's a pretty nice score.
This game promises
That's
to
37.
be blockbuster already.
I really scoring
and Doko's rack is not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think that's Pirates to the E.
Enoch leads 166 to Doko for it Enoch to move.
I think Timmy should have a bingo on his rack on the board.
With the
Right.
floating he, or
He.
there's a he and okay, you see Enoch
I can't
play
see
out
with the
a he has a ZA spot up there for 50 points. But chooses to go with ALF, leaving AERZ. Great.
Timmy's still thinking. Probably looking at his floats.
Hi, Victor, I believe you can hear us now. So Doko with DHIRST ho. Wow, there's no bonus on this turn.
Hmm.
But he does has a times 4 to the he for 44 points, which I believe he should really consider to close up some point.
Mhm.
You see Enoch means upwards to that E. I hope that E will not jinx these players. Enoch just means a decent score there, and I want to believe Doko wouldn't pass up this 44 point as well. Yeah, Shogi, Adeoshun, but Shogi doesn't score that much. Ogwade scores ton of a point, although he plays Shogoa, which I feel is fancy. Shogoa is fancy. Doko would be very happy to play co-op for 67 points at that stage. The top three options for Doko here is OH for 29 under Shogoa or OD under Shogoa as well. OD for 23 points. Hooking the OP of co-op or DTARS for times 4. DITHARS.
I think the board is pretty open with the E
Yeah,
float, the I float. Timmy
pretty
definitely
open.
want to balance his hand to go into the bag to see if he can pick something. He's leaving STIDR on his rack, which is not a bad leave considering the floats on the board, basically.
Yeah, and I think Doko is taking his time here as we all expected. He tries to take his time and find his move, regardless of whatever the situation
Yeah.
of the time is.
He ended up with the OH move.
So this E again, we've seen another second miss to this E already. So what could be happening to this E on this
Is
board?
it a miss or
This is the
he
second miss
decided to
here.
balance? I don't see it as a miss. I saw it as balancing his rack towards a
OH
bingo,
for
and
29
I
points.
think he will be justified in the next move.
Yes, he has a bingo pick already.
OH for 29
Definitely coming
points.
down on the board.
I think that's pretty strategic, bro.
Yeah, he has a bingo already on his hand coming on board. Then Enoch has
Enoch has 38 points here as his highest score. So that puts O on triple E. Pizzo. Pizzo for
Pizzo.
38 points. Hooking the high of Maki.
I think Piezo is a blocker.
Or playing the Pizzo.
Piezo brings his
Hooking
O to the triple
E
letter.
of Remanent.
So the
Yeah.
triple letter?
Yes,
Yes,
that's really
it puts the
good.
O to the triple letter. And there's another Pizzo with the E of Remanent. Hooking Zag and OK. I think that seems pretty good. It's hook ZAG and OK. E of Remanent.
Okay.
Or Epizoa. Epizoa is aggressive as well, using the E of Meteorito. Those are the top three scoring points.
It's really nice to see Enoch thinking.
Taking his time.
Love
I think it's better you say it's really nice to see Enoch taking his time.
Yeah,
But
no,
this
Thinking is not the
no,
the
I, want to,
word.
I like using the word
No.
thinking. The way it plays too fast, it makes Scrabble looks too easy.
Okay.
So taking his time is more like it, but
Yes,
thinking is it's not it.
Okay. But this decision this time is not as hard as the previous game. So at this position, he would be looking at taking out a couple of floats.
No floats to take out. Yeah.
Maybe the two E's of remanate and return to.
Yeah. Eventually, he's trying to take out that risky E.
P float.
So wow, if you play the peso to return to E,
Yeah, I just 32.
peso is local.
Yes.
We are all away, and I think Doko is
Look at the
away as
bingo.
well.
Definitely going down to his bingo.
So
But
let's
let's see what
say
he's.
Doko with.
I think the best place is the marquee.
So yeah, Enoch played peso for 32 points to take his score to 236. I expect Doko to have a bonus in his
He has a bonus. You expect him to play the bonus. That's it.
tons of bonus, couple of bonus. 71 points. Strider that pulls a hour on triple lane. Strider pulls a hour on pulls the D on triple lane as well. Okay, Strider hooking markers. I think we should see Strider hooking markers go down on the bird. Doko taking his time as usual. Okay,
Pretty well instead is his best move.
Okay, he has played his third under market, and this is pretty defensive and is not giving much back to the opponent. We should see this being committed.
And takes the lead. That's the most important thing now. But
So far in the game, we haven't seen any challenge being made in the showdown. This is
We saw one. We saw one. Motos.
Oh, great!
Motos.
Sorry, that skipped my mind. We have seen a world challenge of.
Moto.
Oh, that was
A
game one.
successful challenge. Yeah.
That was a successful challenge. It was challenge of the board. It was game one, and we haven't been up and running.
so that makes funny move, which is a nice move.
This is
So what he has on his
pretty
rack.
fast and conventional from Enoch. Funny for 33 points.
And I think Doko
We
has
should
a
see this guy's
decent
committed. Okay, committed already.
response. He has a
That
decent.
takes his lead to 269 to 247 to Doko.
Yeah, that was a really decent
Enoch
score
really
of
plays
jelly.
fast, even
Jelly
before
to the PS.
Doko draws
Yes.
his rack.
Yes. Jelly. That's good.
Doko has decent points here. 47 points, Gilly. JC, I'm sure it's not
Definitely
going
the
to play
best move on
JC
board for
here.
now.
JC for 40 points. JAYCAA. Leaving LY on his rack. Gilly, that means the Y will be on the triple. What's
Well,
Definitely.
he has to pick his score.
He has to pick his score. They're going neck to neck here.
And Gilly is bringing more floats to the board. E and L. The second option is JC, JAYCAA to the Y of Fanny.
I don't think you're picking up that what you're talking about now. Basically, it's just to take the lead down.
Yes.
Pick your score. Yeah,
take the lead
pick your score, then pray for the best. You know.
Okay, basically it's just to take the lead now.
Yes.
And there's the decent.
JAY is not bad on the O of Piso. JAY.
Gilly's compound. You don't know they need to pick scores on this board. You can see what he's playing now. He's going for mature.
Scoring is really important.
Nature.
We've seen Gilly being committed as expected. We have seen Doko makes optimal play so far in this game. NAE for 28 points under Piso.
Is he going to play natured?
Or nature under Piso. Nature under Piso and Gilly or natured. They all score tons of points 28, 33, 35 consecutively. We've seen nature being played. Let's hope it comes with a hook later to hook it.
No.
Even Whitehead is about 40 if I'm not mistaken. The funny.
We see Doko with ACTDAWD on this
Whitehead,
rack.
Who has the T? It doesn't have the T.
Okay,
That's
okay.
I.
Whitehead with a T. That's T.
Okay, it's a T.
Okay, I think we have a glitch with the rack camera there. That should be sorted out soon. But Doko rack is ACTDAWE.
Yes. Do you think you play that?
What could suggest with the WADY to the GLY or DAW hooking natured?
But I'm seeing a pretty score of 40. I think he might commit to that.
Whitehead,
Yeah,
40 points.
Leaving That's a pretty high score.
Leaving AAC is a fourth choice.
So like I said, this stage now, each person moving now, they're going for their highest score, especially when the racks are not simply looking towards the bingo.
Score is
So
important.
the best thing, just pick your score, on the board, irrespective of the floats on the board.
Okay, we've seen Whitehead being separated on Doko's rack. I hope he's committing this to the board. Score is really important at this point of the game.
The Whitehead is not giving up much. The D is the only float, and he has opened the two ends to the W is to the triple and the D.
We've seen two bonuses are based from both players with some heavy scoring in this game, and it's really shown in the total score. Not too much is separating both players. Doko to move Whitehead for 40 points to go up in the game with 32 points. Enoch with EN high, head high D hole to move. What suggest OILY to the Y of Chile for 21 points. But the D of Whitehead is now a float now. It's a potential.
You can be sure
Is a
Doko will
potential
cancel
useful
out that
bonus
D.
lane.
You can't be sure Doko will cancel out the D if goes for the oily.
Is it not going for oily here?
He's going for oily, Doko come down to cancel the
hooking
D.
his nature or idol to cancel out the D. Idol cancel out the Whitehead D.
Which is I think
But
the same thing to do.
idol promises for another like 20 points for the AD.
I don't think you want to block the D, especially when it's trading with 30 something.
The D is gonna be trade because any bingo down that lane will hardly get to 70.
Exactly, and you will expose yourself to the triple line again.
Yeah, it will expose triple explore.
I'm sure both of them are targeting the R of Remanet.
This game must really be tough
Okay,
for
beginners.
It commits to idol.
Must really be tough on beginners. These are professional players.
I see Doko playing Nature and Duma.
They commit considerable hours of time daily to studying words and playing Scrabble. So you may be wild with some words. These are actually playable words with meanings in the English dictionary. So what is Enoch thinking here? Oh wow, we see Idol coming down here, blocking out the D. So this game is all about mind game now, and you must work for your points. That is what this Idol means, I guess. AACDMU for Doko to move. Doko leads by 5 points to move on this track.
So most probably be going for Natured and Duma at this stage now.
Yeah, Duma. I think Duma is great. Defensive, I'm not giving anything back. Other options are the R of Stead for Mara or Maraka.
The R float of the Remanet is still dangerous.
So flexible and dangerous, considering we have blank and couple of S and E's outside. At this point, I think score is important.
Decent score.
We
City
should
is the
see
lead.
Duma come down based on how Doko has approached this game.
Yes.
We should see Duma comes down. But let's see.
Yes, he has committed to one.
The times of both players are really going neck to neck,
The ring goes.
and Enoch is taking his time now. Damn. Was that a mistake? DM. So Duma, we hope this will be committed now. We see a bonus here for Nwale using the Hour of Reminiscence. Erin goes for 72 points and is going down pretty fastly on the board. He's not wasting any time on that as expected. This will go along in the game, and Doko is trailing
Well,
by 38 points. Now.
Doko's ties are kind of heavy now, and Enoch has drawn the blank.
Well, not that
The last
heavy.
black.
Doko could play baby to the Y there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty
Okay,
good score.
I think there is a glitch with Doko's rack there. In pretty time, it would come on okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it is just
I think
replacing the star.
pretty well his move is baby.
Wow, what a turn!
Mm.
He has a bonus on this turn. I hope Doko sees it. Who is seeing the bonus for Doko Simi here?
This turn.
Anyone seeing bonus for Doko Simi on this turn?
About it.
76 points
Sabbatical.
sabbatic. Yes. This
Oh,
is
he
the
didn't
kind of
see
move
it.
that separates
He
the
didn't.
elite from the dining
He
table
didn't see
players.
it.
Would a Doko be seeing the sabbatic 76 points on this turn? Sabbatic for some using the S of Eringo. Oh my, he's just missed that.
That's the second miss of the tournament.
This is the second miss for Dokosimi. We saw him miss ticked for 106 points last game, and he is missing crucially in this game. This is a very crucial miss in this game. He committed baby for 33 points to go behind by 5 points, and we have Enoch with the first blank. We have Enoch with the first
Second
blank,
blank.
and
That's the second blank.
second blank, excuse me. Enoch with the second blank of the game. He has a bonus to the hairs. Let's see if we are not getting any miss here. He has a 72 points to the hairs of Herring goals. 3,000 a bag. I think he should want to bonus at this point. 3,000 a bag. No much of openings on the board. 9 liter is possible with the AR of Gilly and Natured. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. But not with a set of tiles.
The 9 liter is possible. He would be considering that due to the opponent he's playing with. The Doko knew he missed a word there, or he didn't even wrap that word. I mean, sabbatic.
Maybe he was in a hurry to play.
He played baby so early.
He
I
was
want
in
to
a-
believe
he was
he
in a
knew
hurry to-
And
sabbatic.
the baby score is not really a bad move because he just puts in just only 5 points behind Enoch. You understand? The
He
baby move means in just
played
five.
the babies so early, which we
Yes, he
didn't
was in a
expect
hurry
anyway.
actually.
He didn't really
Oh
look at the
my,
price.
sabbatic was
Normally, it takes his time to make his move. It's,
we say Enoch taking his time here. Assessment would put him in a pretty good position to make this game easily. Let's hope he sees this bonus. Mr. B, what do you think if Enoch doesn't bonus on this one?
Well, if he doesn't bonus, he's going to cancel out the S. Because that is the obvious route for
If he
to
doesn't
bingo.
bonus on this turn, 3,000 the bag, could he win the end game?
Most likely because he has the ace there, that's the blank. And all he has to do is play safe, take out the S. If you are not seeing a bingo, take out the
I'm not
S,
sure
play safe.
Enoch has seen this
Yes, play
because he
safe.
is tracking. Assessmic is the word.
Assessment.
Assessmic.
That's really what that goes down.
Only way for 72 points.
He's thinking hard. He's really taking his time on this toy. Essentially, if it's not going to come down with the bingo, he has to take care of the board. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, seen it.
Okay, that's okay. I think we should
That's a
see.
beautiful find because
I
that's the
think,
only word that comes down on the board.
yeah, I think
All
we
the
should
bingos there,
see.
Ishias and the rest don't land, but the assessment is the only one that comes down on the board.
We should see Enoch
Lovely
play the assessmic move. This is an excellent find from Enoch Nwali. This is an excellent find from
And
Enoch
that's the
Nwali.
problem, or that's an angle to Scrabble. If you don't take your
Chance. You
chance,
didn't take your chance. Great.
if Doko had seen Sabatic there, he will be in a comfortable position.
A controlling position.
Position and he would have won the
Yeah.
game.
My phone comes up.
Scrabble.
Okay, I think Doko
Doko
challenge the word.
Oh my, is Doko challenging?
Yes, he has to challenge. He doesn't really have a choice then than to challenge the word.
That's the choice.
He doesn't have a bingo. He needs floats for all his. He needs a float.
Wow.
Wow. After all, he's an human.
He's human.
Oh, he's human.
Yes.
Excuse me. He's human after all, so it means sabbatic and challenging seismic. That's 72 points plus 10 already, making it 2 points for seismic.
Yeah, sabbatic is not really an easy find, but when you know sabbatical, that's from sabbatical and the rest of it. But I know it's a word he knows, but he didn't really like you said earlier. He didn't take his time to. He didn't take his time to look at the word, look at the stars, because of
Oh,
good
VRX.
VRX. Is there a possible blockage for any of this? They'll go down any day. The X will go down on the board any day.
So, see. So we see Doko with. My camera went. My phone died now. I'm sorry. I forgot to plug it. Yeah, I'm putting it on.
Yes.
Was he hearing us before? It's just one, yeah.
Okay.
So
I think
Doko is really taking his time here.
this is the last game for Doko again, in the way it is, for the stars. Stars, there's no 7 there, but basically it's lots
Let
of
me to
floats.
refresh my camera.
So with VRX for Enoch to play, I don't think Doko can really do anything for a 3
Don't go with ACI and really driving points in the game. And we're seeing challenge as sales make as well. What's the challenge for? This is what he knows already. No bonus on the stun, just carroting. I mean, Cortina for 24 points with the R and high of sales make and stirred. He's taking time here on the stun. Maybe he's considering endgame.
There's no way Timmy can really block that out. He has
Late
too
toy.
many options there.
Yeah, agree. He can't really do much in the game. You see Toyd come down for 24 points to go up to 4-0 on the score. We should see REX for 20 points come down now with the heel of Assay's make. It's a completely interesting game 6, and Doko has led for most part of this game, if I'm correct. Great, yeah. Doko led 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has led for 8 moves of this game, and everything changed in the last 3 moves with 2 back-to-back bonuses from Enoch, and he lost game 6 in the last 3 moves. Master Siwa, what do you think would be going on in his head? He has led 8 moves of this game,
Well, if you look at
and
the
he
first
lost the last three
if you look
moves.
at even the first 2 games, he led the first 2 games to almost to like the end of the games. Then he lost to Enoch. So I just believe he just need to
He needs to work on his end game strategy.
not necessarily his end game strategy. When he's leading, he should find a way of making the board very unfriendly for Enoch. Because Enoch has a way with him, gives you back to back. You understand? When it just comes, when it goes, he enters the bag again, he comes down to another bingo again. So I just restrict it to just only one bingo for him towards the end. You know, like this game now, this possible this assessment, all these areas. Some players might not really be going for their highest moves. Their mind
Or
is
maybe
going just come. Okay, let's just take care of this board. Let's just take care of this board.
or maybe that BB move should have come to the R or stead, like doing something to the R or disturbing the S somehow.
Yeah, you see
Maybe
that.
playing,
Yeah, possible too.
okay, maybe playing a 5 letter to the R down, or
True. So
maybe
some people
something
just
BR
used to disturb that because
to
their
just
S was like the
disturb the S. The
yeah
S was
that
just freelancing under that place.
it was left for a couple of moves.
I'm sure because he was trailing with about 40 points, he saw the need to catch up. That's why he played the
True.
baby. And number two, he didn't really take his time on that rack because I believe sabbatic is a word that he knows. And number three, the R that Enoch used to play Ringos, the R has
The
been
R has
there
been
from
there
the beginning
great
of the game.
long time in the
You
game.
see, at times you want to look at the danger the R poses in a game, and you want to step back a bit to say, let me cancel out this R. Because at a point, you will be conveniently or slightly ahead that you want to take care of certain part of the board, you know. So taking care of it, scoring a bit, but knowing that you're safe, especially the period where or the time uh, when he played that Gilly, and then Enoch played Nature, you
Yeah.
know. So those are critical periods in the game. You are caught between taking your highest score or taking care of the bird. Because at that point, the other blank was still at large, and a lot of bingo tiles were still out there,
At
and
large
the
on the
R
board.
was just floating free. So,
Thanks for the analysis of Master B. And that's the end of game six and the end of the one game. Enoch leads 4 games to 2. Doko Simi and we see Doko blew out about 3 games today. I think he had chances in 3 of the games and
Yes.
maybe he lost it in the 2 or 3 ending moves already on the board. So we hope maybe he did look back at these games and maybe change his strategy tomorrow. Any game he has led for 7 or 8 moves, he tried to just take care of the board at the ending games because the person you are playing with is not relenting in the game and you have to take care of a lot of things on the board. So okay, so we played 6 games today.